To master a second language is to possess a second soul. That's what some anonymous person said, and it has remained as a quotation that you'll find in and around the place. Well, that's how I want to say good morning to you as Cameroon prepares to mark our bilingualism, and a week of it that will be wrapping up tomorrow, Friday. Tomorrow, Friday, if you're French speaking, it's a day to wake up and say bonjour, le Cameroun. And if you're French speaking, it's a day to get up with good morning and hello, Cameroon. We have a beautiful country, and sometimes it's good to remember that and try to celebrate it because it's not given. You know what? Many countries would love to be as beautiful as Cameroon is and gifted. Let's try to enjoy that. Now, enough of that talk. It is 3 hours of exceptional moment we're about to bring you. Please sit tight and enjoy with us. We are starting this program on a wonderful day. Today, Cameroon will be playing a very crucial match. I hope you are in the spirit to support the Lions. We all are. And talking about a winning spirit, please let's start by briefing you. Enjoy the day with us and get briefed.
Les 3 explosions ont eu lieu aux environs de 7 heures ce mardi lors d'un baptême à Doublé dans l'arrondissement de Mora, département du Mayo-Sava. Selon les riverains, les 3 kamikazes, 2 filles et un garçon sont arrivés à bord d'une moto pour poser leur acte au milieu de la population réunie à cette occasion. Le bilan est lourd selon les autorités.
Au bilan, il y a eu 4 morts, les 3 kamikazes, 2 dames, un homme et un jeune garçon d'une dizaine d'années qui a succombé de ses blessures. Il y a eu environ également 7 autres blessés qui ont été transportés à l'hôpital de Mora. Donc aux dernières nouvelles, le pronostic vital n'est pas engagé.
Sur place, des dispositions ont été prises pour apporter des soins appropriés aux personnes blessées transportées à l'hôpital du district de Mora où elles ont reçu la visite du préfet du Mayo-Sava, Babila Akaou. Un acte odieux que condamne le gouverneur de l'extrême nord qui salue par la même occasion le sens de patriotisme des forces de défense et de sécurité et des membres des comités de vigilance.
Nous saisissons cette occasion au nom du chef de l'État pour condamner une fois de plus ces actes barbares de ce terrorisme qui continue à endeuiller ces populations. Et nous saluons la détermination, le courage de ces comités de vigilance qui continue auprès de nos forces de défense et de sécurité à défendre notre patrie et à empêcher l'accès et l'infiltration de ces hors-la-loi. Nous également présentons les condoléances du chef de l'État et ses familles si durement éprouvées. À la population, nous leur demandons d'être plus vigilantes.
Rappelons que le 11 janvier dernier, un attentat suicide a eu lieu dans la même localité. 2 membres du comité de vigilance ont été blessés et les 2 kamikazes ont trouvé la mort.
La semaine consacrée à la jeunesse nous permet sans coup férir de jeter un regard sur l'incivisme des jeunes dans la région de l'Est. Non-respect des institutions, accoutrement déviant, propos malveillants, la morale affichée le camp.
L'incivisme déjà est notoire au niveau des actions que nous posons tout au long d'une journée.
Je constate malheureusement que beaucoup de nos jeunes s'éloignent de ce qui devrait être. Et la cause fondamentale, à mon avis, serait l'analphabétisme.
S'ajoute à cela le port de vêtements déviants ou encore le non-respect de la pudeur, le cas de cette Vespasienne à ciel ouvert. Même dans les établissements scolaires, certains élèves relèvent le grief lié à l'incivisme.
Je constate l'incivisme par beaucoup d'actes néfastes venant de chez les jeunes qui ne respectent pas totalement la loi et ce qu'il faut pour se comporter dans la société.
Les élèves qui s'habillent mal là, ils laissent les pantalons taille basse tomber, les caleçons dehors, les destroy, les pantalons slimés, pieds 11.
Rien, alors rien ne résiste aux gestes inciviques, les passages cloutés, le drapeau de la République, l'hymne national. À la délégation régionale de la jeunesse et de l'éducation civique, l'on annonce des mesures déjà prises pour résorber le problème.
J'ai encore en mémoire la journée du volontariat. On a régulé la circulation en partenariat avec l'association des mototaximens.
Le service civique national de participation, les 102 milliards proposés par le chef de l'État pour le plan triennal d'urgence, les partenaires à l'éducation doivent avoir des coups de franche afin de remettre notre jeunesse sur les rails.
L'amicale du personnel de la CRTV Nord n'a pas encore fait dans la dentelle avec cette soirée dansante qui se voulait glamour. Au menu, d'abord, le visionnage du match Cameroun-Sénégal. À la fin de la rencontre, la qualification des Lions indomptables pour les demi-finales de la CAN 2017 a donné plus d'entrain aux amicalistes, visiblement décidés à oublier un tant soit peu le travail et à faire la fête. Après un an d'existence, la PCN est décidée à continuer l'aventure.
L'amicale a mené un certain nombre d'activités qui vont de l'excursion aux aides à ses membres. Nous sommes très ambitieux. Nous pensons que nous serons à même d'aller à Ngaoundéré auprès de nos collègues de l'Adamawa. Nous pouvons aller faire du tourisme vers le gorge de Kola à Guider.
Cette amicale a contribué à resserrer les liens, à renforcer les liens d'amitié, de solidarité et le sens élevé de partage qui puisse exister au sein d'une association.
Moment d'émotion et de joie partagé avec des convives de marque.
J'encourage tous les membres de l'amicale à prêter la main forte au président pour que cette association perdure.
C'est une belle initiative. Si on pouvait étendre cette action dans beaucoup de services, que ce soit les services publics ou bien parapublics.
L'initiative est bonne. Peut-être encore un volet que j'aimerais que le président ajoute, c'est-à-dire des séances de formation au sein de l'amicale pour améliorer les capacités du personnel.
Très attendu à présent, le lancement des activités de l'APCN pour l'année 2017.
La lutte contre l'insécurité ne doit pas connaître de répit, même après l'accident de l'aéronef la semaine dernière qui a coûté la vie à 4 vaillants soldats de l'armée camerounaise. Et pour poursuivre le combat, l'état-major de l'armée a désigné le général de brigade Cavalaire comme commandant par intérim de la 4e région militaire interarmée et le colonel Kounchourene comme commandant de la 4e région de gendarmerie. Selon le haut commandement représenté par le général de division, chef d'état-major de l'armée de terre, Baba Souley, et le général de brigade, Elokobi Daniel Njok, le commandant par intérim de la Hermia 4, le général de brigade, Cavalaire, est un soldat loyal, engagé et compétent. C'est donc un soldat pétri d'expérience qui reçoit ainsi le feu vert pour continuer les actions sur le terrain et arrêter l'ennemi. À ses côtés, il aura le colonel Kounchourene pour assurer l'intérim à la 4e région de gendarmerie. Une nouvelle équipe appelée à rester droit dans ses bottes pour continuer la lutte et à collaborer avec la défense populaire jusqu'à la victoire totale. Pour le gouverneur de l'extrême nord, Midi Awa Bakari, c'est la meilleure manière d'honorer la mémoire des disparus.
Everything was in English and French, from school signboards to speeches, songs and poetry recitations, all focusing on bilingualism as a driving force for promoting excellence and social inclusion. Many of the students had a clear notion of bilingualism in action.
Bilingualism brings unity amongst people, bring peace, and help us to fight against discrimination and crime. Cette journée de bilinguisme apporte la paix, l'unité à notre pays.
This one came from the government bilingual primary school, Bertua, Group 2. Education officials present were not unimpressed, and they were upbeat about the reality of bilingualism in the East region.
So concerning the students, each Wednesday they have to speak converse in their second language.
But it is not all smooth sailing.
We have very remote places that we cannot reach, like from Bertua to Yokaduma. It is not easy to reach the teachers there and the students, but we are trying our best. Another difficulty is lack of bilingual teachers, but I think the government is doing something.
Inter-school quizzes, performing arts, and roundtable discussions are among the activities lined up between this launch and the National Bilingualism Day itself.
Months after the construction work of the Bulova Gynecobstetric and Pediatric Hospital was launched, the Minister of Public Health came to the 100-hectare site in Galan, Bulova, to evaluate the advancement of work.
I noticed that the first phase foundation, this first phase was finishing, and I am satisfied because the work is better. It's not easy because the hospital is very, very complex, and it's important to continue with prudency.
Following the tour of the sites, Minister Andre Mamafouda had a working session with the Moroccan company in charge of constructing the hospital, who complained of lack of competent workers and rents, which they say is responsible for only 5% execution rate of the work.
I asked the contractor to have more personnel, to organize the team to permit to reduce the delay, because actually we have 1 month of late.
With the instructions given and the assurances from the South Governor Felix Gelengele to ensure the smooth execution of the CFA 15 billion projects, which aims to enhance mother and child care, the population of Bulova can only hope that the December 31st, 2017 deadline is respected.
General Baba Sule, who represented the Army Chief of Staff at the head of a delegation to Marwa, described the acting commander of the 4th Combined Military Region, Brigadier General Cavalier, to whom the continuity duty was handed over, as competent, loyal, and experienced. There are qualities he has defended in his career as a whole, but particularly as the defense attaché to the Cameroonian High Commission in Nigeria from 2010 to 2013, when he was appointed the second in command of the multinational joint task force in the Lake Chad Basin Commission, with special focus to crush the terrorist sect Boko Haram. Brigadier General Cavalier replaced Brigadier General Jacob Koji, who died last week in a helicopter crash on duty with the commander of the 4th Gendarmerie Region, Colonel Alphonse Kameni, whose position has been confied to Colonel Rene Kunchu as the acting commander. In a working session with the governor of the Far North Region, Meji Yawa Bakari, General Baba Sule, commander of the land forces, and Brigadier General Daniel Iloko Binjak, coordinating central director of the National Gendarmerie, said they were on an urgent mission representing the military hierarchy to make sure that there was no vacuum in the cause against terror in the 4th Military Region.
Some 57 athletes from the 8 divisions of the West region took part at the competition. The maiden edition of the ascension of Mount Ndumzi was to prepare the athletes for the upcoming Mount Cameroon Race of Hope on February the 25th, 2017 in Boya. The initiative was that of the Cameroon Athletics Federation and the Deputy Secretary General at the Prime Minister's office, Pascal Guié Kanté. The National Technical Director of the Cameroon Athletics Federation, Jean-Claude Kamouni, has expressed satisfaction with the turnout of the athletes and announced that it will now be a yearly event in the Bafoussam 3 subdivision. Presiding at the event, the Regional Delegate of Sports and Physical Education for the West, Achu Lawrence Achiri, lauded the initiative and called on the flag bearers of the region to intensify training ahead of the upcoming Mount Cameroon race.
Now that you're briefed, let's settle that down with some music, some old-timers music, like somebody will call it, way there in the Southwest region. I'm talking about Uncle Njomo Kevin. Good morning, Big Bro. I hope you're having a wonderful good morning and in Boya. Now, this is Miley Ndong. He came from a neighboring country and decided to settle in Cameroon and see his music blossom. And that was in the 80s. This is one of the songs that he did. I'm sure some of you will remember that rhythm because it did accompany some of us when we were growing up. Please enjoy Miley on the CRTV.
Chico, Makuma yena valendo, Zalora mambo makama ye, Makuma yena mwana fama chiumalo, Makuma yena pura chikwa, Makuma yena moyaja. Oh, machiumawo, machiumazum, Ibiaka ye. Simon, bon ya kiantem. Manu yoma bon ya muto au gabon. Mama ke malue, bon me kwatu. Ama yo omfo, ati ma wo. Asigo belati wo. Ama ya sa, asi mazama. Ako belati wo.
Yes, we lost him in 2013, but of course, music is one thing that you want to leave behind so people can keep remembering you. Mylin Dong, he left us that music and we'll continue enjoying it on the CRTV and bringing that to you wherever you are. We're going to talk church things now and charity and something related to that. We have Apostle Akwachere Eno who's joined me in the studio. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, journalist.
How are you?
No, fine.
Okay. And thank you so much for coming on Hello Cameroon.
Thank you too.
All right.
It's my pleasure.
You're here to talk about the consecration of Reverend Ike Julius Ashu, which is going to happen in this month of February.
Yes, sure.
Do you want to tell us about the event?
Yes, the event has been scheduled for 4th of February 2017, precisely 500 meters from Carrefour Tropicana and 200 meters from Carrefour Abogaban. So that's the central point where the event is going to take place.
Okay. Yeah. In your opinion, why is this a major event? What will he be doing after his consecration?
Well, after his consecration, he becomes the voice of the nation, Cameroon, and also the voice of Africa and the voice to the world. It's one voice that God is raising up to really impact his generation, this generation, with the gospel of Jesus Christ. And by so doing, the nation is really going to benefit so much because when a man is consecrated to this level of dignity, he becomes a voice that the world really want to hear because it's going to be an event where everybody will be there and government officials will be there. It's one of its kind, I assure you.
Tell me about what are you telling those you want to come and be part of this event?
I'm telling them that coming to this event is going to be like a transfer of grace. Somebody's been, consecrated. It's not just only the person. The oil that is going to run down his head and right down will be an oil that will not, only remain with him, but it's going to flow to all those that are going to come.
Okay.
That same day, you will get miracles that, you've been looking for.
Miracles beyond bounds.
Beyond bounds.
Thank you so much for coming. And we wish you and the church a wonderful year.
Well, thank
it's
you
still
very
quite
much.
early in the year, and I enjoy saying Happy New Year.
Of course, that's right.
So thank you so much for coming
Same
on
to
Hello
you
Cameroon.
too. Amen.
I'm also going to turn to Reverend Brother Michael Zer, who is also here with us in the studio, and you're here to talk about charity activity and association that's called the Friends of Blessed Cyprian Tansi and Isidore Bakanja. Good morning, sir.
Thank you, madam.
We're happy to have you here.
It's my pleasure.
Okay. Can you tell us about the association? What exactly is it?
This association was founded in 2011, and it is named Friends of Blessed Cyprian Tansi and Isidore Bakanja Kids. And the name sounds long, but it has a history. Blessed Cyprian Tansi, who was a Nigerian, cared so much for the poor and the underprivileged in society. And after serving them for about 10 years, he decided to give his life to prayer. That's why he retired to the monastery and spent the last 10 years of his life praying for the poor and the underprivileged. And Isidore Bakanja was a very poor person from Congo. And because of his poverty, the person with whom we were serving beat and killed him. He actually skinned him off his body, and he died. So the Friends of Blessed Cyprian Tansi is an association of these two personalities. We look to Cyprian Tansi as our patron for those who support us to support these children. And we ask the children to look to Cyprian Tansi, to Isidore Bakanja as their patron, because he lived the life. He lived the life of poverty. He actually died because he was poor. So that's why we have that combination. But we abbreviate ourselves Friends Kit. We are here to talk about this association, which is working with children in the areas of health, nutrition, psychosocial support, education, and sustainable livelihoods.
You did mention that you have about 500 children that you're working with. Bring us a bit to speed what exactly you do with the children.
That's what I'm just telling you. We send them to school. We also train these children on income generating activities. We take care of their health. We take care of their nutrition. We take care of their psychosocial support and all that. And then we assist the children in those areas. As of now, as we said, we're working with over 500 of them. And one of our big problem, which has brought us here, is we have a vision for 2017. Because we have seen most of our children, and even the communities in which we work, children go to school, and we support children. Maybe we buy exercise books, but we can't buy textbooks for every child. And there are so many other poor children in our communities. So what our vision is, I want to construct a library where we will stock in books. Children can come there and read. They may be not necessarily our children, but other poorer children who don't have access to textbooks. So that they can come there, borrow books, they can go read, they can come read with decent place where there's light. And we want to construct hostels too for some of our children, because there are some of our children who practically live like in the streets, you know. So we want a place where they can come, study, go back, may have a rest, and go back to their home. So
how are you planning to raise this fund that you need?
I plan to raise funds by appealing to people like you and to every person of goodwill. I just want people who can give us cement, zinc, sand,
in fact, look in your
everything.
heart. If there is anything you can give, you would know, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
For a project like that.
Yeah.
Get hooked up to them. And please, contact Hello Cameroon. We'll be able to hook you up with them. Brother, thank you. Is there any other message you want to give before we say goodbye to you?
People may like to call me
right.
to find
Give
out
us
maybe
the
where
number.
to donate their cement or where to donate their zinc or whatever. Because we're not just out for money. We want material to construct hostels and libraries for the children. We want people to give us fertilizer, because this is the farming season. We can share our fertilizer to grow.
I'm sure you heard. Anything of goodwill is accepted. What's the number to give that to?
Our numbers are 675 15 3876, or you can call 652 67 5652. I take it again.
Don't worry. If you missed that, don't worry. Hook up to Hello Cameroon, and I or one of us will give you that number and put you in contact with Brother Michael Nze. Thank you so much. You leave your number with us, and our producer will keep it very close to her.
God bless you.
God bless you too. We have to jump to something else right now. Have a beautiful year, though, and a successful one.
Thank you.
We hope that you continue having more children. Now it's time for us to read what the stars have for us, and the lady who knows how to do that had this for you. Joyce Abigail, hello.
Good morning, Aries. Aries, don't let your past dictate who you are, but let it be a lesson that strengthens the person you'll become. When you accept someone, you accept your past too. Don't hold it against them. A famous Aryan is Edward Regan Eddie Murphy, an American comedian, actor, songwriter, singer, and director. Second born of the house is Taurus. Good morning, Taurus. Taurus, be thankful for everybody in your life, good or bad, past and present. They all made you the person you are today. Let your past make you better, not bitter. Remember, Taurus, the purpose of the past is to teach you, not to trap you. A famous historian, Dwayne Douglas Johnson, also known by his ring name, The Rock, an American actor, producer, singer, professional wrestler who holds American and Canadian citizenship. Gemini, good morning. When the past calls, let it go to voicemail. It has nothing new to say. Oh yes, the past can hurt, but you can either run from it or learn from it. Move on. It's just a chapter in the past, but don't close the book. Just turn the page. A famous Gemini, Naomi Ellen Campbell, a British supermodel and actress. Cancerians, good morning. Cancer, being a better person doesn't mean being perfect. Learn from your mistakes. Move on. You are already one step ahead of your past. People make mistakes and bad choices, but that's a part of growth. If you are not learning, then you aren't growing. A famous Cancerian, Michael Sylvester Stallion, an American actor, filmmaker, and screenwriter. Leo is the fifth born of the house. Hello, Leo. Good morning. Leo, what's worse than being hated, being ignored? Guess what? At least when they hate you, they treat you like you exist. Leo, remember, you are a king, a born leader. It's okay. Just continue being the star that you are in the minds and lips of those who hate you. If you want to live a happy life, tie it to a goal and not to people or things. A famous Leo, Leonardo DiCaprio, an American actor and film producer. The sixth born of the house is Virgo. Hello Virgo, good morning. Virgo, try not to change your goals and plans simply because somebody special came along. At the end of the day, you'd never know if they plan to stay forever. We all die someday, don't we? Note this, Virgo. Your goal isn't meant to live forever. Your goal is meant to create something meaningful that will last forever. A famous Leo, Columbus Kitschert, an American choreographer, actor, and singer. Libra, good morning. Libra, dreaming is wonderful. Goal setting is crucial, but action is supreme. To make something great happen, you must get busy and make it happen. You're never too old to set another goal or to dream a new dream. But remember, goals are dreams with deadlines. A famous Libran, Kimberly Kim Kardashian West, an American reality television personality, socialite, actress, businesswoman, and model. Scorpio. Hey Scorpio, good morning. Scorpio, good things happen when you distance yourself from negative people. Don't compare yourself with anyone else in this world. If you compare, you are simply insulting yourself. Trusting in yourself, not what you accomplish, is the key to success. A famous Scorpio, Hillary Diane Clinton, an American politician who was the 67th United States Secretary of State from 2009 to 2013, U.S. Senator from New York from 2001 to 2009, and First Lady of the United States. Sagittarius. Hello Sagittarius, good morning. Sagittarius, people will respect you just as much as you respect yourself. The worst thing you can do to yourself is to judge yourself through the eyes of others. Sagittarius, enjoy who you are. Don't hate yourself for what you aren't. A famous Sagittarius is Onika Kanya Maraj, known professionally as Nicki Minaj, an American rapper, singer, and songwriter. 10th born of the house is Capricorn. Hello Capricorn, good morning. Capricorn, in order for you to succeed in life, you must believe and trust in yourself. Whatsoever anyone has to tell you, it is their own opinion. It has nothing to do with you. Believe in yourself today and know that you and you alone can make it. A famous Capricorn, Mel Gerard Gibson, an American actor and filmmaker. Aquarius, 11th born of the house. Hello Aquarians, good morning. Aquarius, today it takes you to transform your disappointment into appointment, your depression into impression, your impossibility into possibility. It is all about belief and it takes you to believe in yourself today. FMO's acquirer, Michael Jeffrey Jordan, also known by his initials MJ, an American retired professional basketball player, businessman, a principal owner and chairman of the Charlotte Hornets. Last but not the least, born of the house is Pisces. Hey Pisces, good morning. Pisces, remember that you cannot climb the tree of success with hands in your pocket. You have to work for it. You have to work and work harder than you ever think. It's all about using your mind, your mentality to build your future. A famous Pisces is Justin Drew Bieber, a Canadian singer and songwriter. That is it as far as your horoscope is concerned today. But at this point in time, we are thinking of those of you who are celebrating your birthday today. So, happy birthday to you. This is an insight of who you are. Your birth sign is the sign Aquarius. Your birth planet is Uranus, that stands for experimentation, surprises, independence, and creation of new ideas. Your birth symbols, the water bearer, which is the symbol for the Aquarius zodiac sign. Your birthday tarot card is the magician. This card symbolizes willpower, creativity, and talent. You are most compatible with people under sun sign Leo. This will be an entertaining match between two creative individuals. You are not compatible with people born under the sun sign Taurus. This relationship will be stubborn and full of differences. Your favorable numbers, the number 1. This number stands for assertion, leadership qualities, authority, and courage. The number 3 symbolizes motivation, imagination, and frankness. For your lucky colors, aqua. This is a refreshing color that symbolizes upliftment, strength, and individuality. Lilac. This color signifies mysticism, confidence, and strong emotions. For your lucky day, Saturday. This day is ruled by Saturn and stands for the ability to overcome problems and yet be successful. Sunday is a day ruled by Sun and represents the universe as the creator of everything that happens around us. Your ideal birthday gift, a difficult floor puzzle for the man, and a turquoise necklace for the woman. If you're born on this day, happy birthday to you. And keep watching Hello Cameroon. Have a nice day.
Thank you very much, Joyce Abigail, and a wonderful day for you. Now, nobody thought they would go really anywhere. Many of us, including you and me, come on, be truthful about this. We didn't think the Lions in Gabon would go anywhere, did we? Well, they are surprising us and they are wowing us all the way. And today, they'll be trying to eat some black stars, and I'm confident, you know, if they could eat a teranga, I'm sure they could as well eat the black stars. So this is the question I want you to send your answers to respond to for me. Please tell me, what do you think the score will be today at the end of the match between Ghana and Cameroon? Tell me your score and tell me why. I'm sure many of you will be dreaming high, and I'm dreaming with you. Let's hope that they get through and really get through and bring us the cup. Here is our number in case you do not yet know, 667479043. But I'm sure you know that too, right? So tell me, who will eat who today? I'm thinking the Lion will eat the Black Stars, but let's wait and see. There's a lady who's joined me, and today we're talking about World Wetlands Day. That's today. She's called Sanjo Delphine Elat. Good morning, ma'am. Thank you for coming on Hello Cameroon.
Good morning.
How is the morning? It's quite early in the day.
Well, it's okay. I usually get up very early, so it doesn't make any really difference.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I like that. Thank you. You are from the Ministry of Environment, Protection of Nature and Sustainable Development, and we're talking about wetlands today.
Exactly.
Tell me, what are we marking about wetlands? What is the issue today?
Today is World Wetlands Day, and it's the day that we commemorate the signing of the Wetlands Convention, that is generally called the Ramsar Convention, that was signed in 1972. And since 1997, the world has been celebrating this day every year on the 2nd of February.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But what is the meaning of the signing of this convention to a country like Cameroon? What does it bring, or what does it take from us?
Cameroon is a country that has a lot of wetlands, and looking at the importance and the value of wetlands, and knowing that if these wetlands are properly managed sustainably, we are going to reap a lot out of it due to the importance of wetlands that we know are regulatory, they serve as a reservoir for leisure, and with this we can try to mitigate the impact of climate change in our country, and so we think it's very important to sensitize the masses.
This year, the theme is wetlands for disaster risk management.
Yeah.
What are some of the things that will be in the spotlight concerning risk management and wetlands?
Concerning risk management, we are there to inform the population that managing properly the wetlands will mean we can reduce the amount of floods that we can have. Floods usually is a natural phenomenon. There is no way you can say I can stop it completely, but using wetlands as a sort of buffer zone between maybe the main waterway and the land, you can reduce the impact of the flood that reaches the population, and so it's a good thing to think about when you look at disaster, the part of disaster.
Okay. How will this day be marked in Yaoundé particularly?
Yeah,
what will you be doing and where will you be?
This day, the Ministry of Environment are inviting the general public at the courtyard of the Yaoundé 4 Council, that's at Ekunu. We'll be having some sensitization of the masses. We are going to have flyers that we are going to distribute. We've prepared some brochures that we are going to give out to the council because they are in charge of maybe continuing the sensitization. We are going to have sketches, and we know that the population generally remembers the things that they get in fun. While laughing out their lungs into the fun, they'll try to remember what message is it carrying along, and that is how we want to reach out to the masses today.
Okay, just help those who do not see. When you talk wetlands, what exactly are we talking about?
When we talk of wetlands, we are looking at any expanse of land that is covered by water, soil covered by water. Usually, when you go technically, we try to give a certain depth associated to it, but to the general population, any expanse of land that is covered by water, we don't say soil, and that we can boast of having the water for a greater part of the year.
Okay, I'm going to ask you a question maybe you didn't prepare for. What do you think of the CRTV? Is it good? Is it bad?
I think I'm very proud of the CRTV. I am happy with what is going on. I know there is still a long way to go, but
has anything changed for you?
It has. It has. Yeah.
Okay. Well, this year CRTV is making a point to committing to doing a lot better. So this is a commitment that CRTV, those who sit in front of your screens most of the time, took. I'm sure you've seen this, but we're going to give you a lot more of it in the course of the year. This is CRTV's commitment to you. Please watch once more.
Parce que l'info n'attend pas.
We bring it to you firsthand. Because your life is dynamic.
Nous nous adaptons à vos attentes.
Parce que vous méritez ce qu'il y a de mieux.
We are up to date with technology. Parce que vous êtes mobile.
We bring the news to you wherever you are.
Parce que vous êtes notre miroir.
Nous vous montrerons le monde like you've never seen it before.
Parce que vos victoires sont les nôtres.
We are on all fronts.
Because you are precious.
En 2017, partageons ce que nous avons de mieux.
CRTV, au cœur de la nation.
If you didn't hear that, because you are precious, we commit ourselves to serving you better in 2017. Talking about serving you better, here are some of your messages coming in on how you think the match between the Lions and the Ghanaians, the Black Stars, will end today. Whenever the Lions get through the group stage, they always come back with the cup. It's going to be a 1-goal difference in favor of Cameroon. This is from Andreas Eta Richman. You are writing us from Marwa. Hello, it's a surprising move from the indomitable Lions of Cameroon. They will defeat Ghana by 2-0. Quentin Claude from Limbe. We like people who are very, very positive. Good morning. Cameroon is going to win Black Stars 3-0. This is from Chwanji Norbert in Kumba. The phone is flooding with messages, so we'll give you a lot more in the course of the program. But first, let's go discover this mining school in Meganga in the Adamawa region. Please just enjoy with me. It's a discovery.
Geology and mining engineering. A colossus built over a surface area of 245 hectares in the heart of a savanna. Upon completion, the school will consist of an ultra-modern amphitheater, classrooms, a sports complex, accommodation facilities for students and lecturers, an infirmary and an administrative block. Created in 2011, the School of Geology and Mining Engineering is located in Menganga in the Mbere Division. Experts say it's a strategic area.
Menganga is a strategic area for the installation of this school because it's not far away from potential mining resources zones in Cameroon.
Meganga is located in the Bere division, which is a mining zone. And we are not far from Betareoya or Bedimba, which are also mining zone.
Yet many still remember the early hours of the school in Menganga.
First time I got in Menganga was in 2011. And actually when I got here for my first time, I was really astonished because the place was not that developed. We had mud houses, we had no roads, no electricity, even water supply was that much limited.
It was very difficult for me because first of all, Meganga was really a village. There was no road, dust everywhere, no store, there was no store, no water, always cutting of lights, and even in school, all our teachers were francophones.
The director of the institution further explains that the school had neither land nor buildings, and what is here today is the result of many years of battle and resilience. He says he rehabilitated dilapidated structures, including classrooms, a pharmacy, a party hall, and even a kitchen. Today, with over 600 students, the school has brought about a significant change in the town of Menganga. Businesses and the urban settlement have sprung up. Hotels, restaurants, and student lodgings are also erupting almost every day in the city. This hotel manager says he has been making bricks business since the school opened in Menganga. He has been accommodating lecturers from Germany and Cameroon, as well as new students and their parents. He has also signed a partnership contract with the school. Again, Menganga has become an exceptional inter-regional platform of integration.
I remember there's a time when I even wanted to get myself to change from my Christian faith to a Muslim faith because the way they impressed me with respecting praying hours and being so detailed with religious, I was so inspired. I actually studied in boarding schools where there's a lot of Christianity and a lot of suivi when it comes to religious affairs. But right when I came to Menganga, I was like, let me just convert myself to a Muslim. The culture itself, I think I'm acquainted with the culture because you can see from the way I dressed.
Is a patch, actually, those who are defended their work. We have 3 anglophones from the northwest region of the Cameroon. We have 9 from Adamawa. We have 10 for West Cameroon. We have 3 for the far north. We have 3 from the north, and we have 4 for the center region.
The school also signed a partnership agreement with some renowned European institutions, including the School of Mines of Paris, and every year about 13 lecturers and experts from Germany deliver lectures in the school. The school offers training in various domains, including mining geology.
The field of studies in our school, field of exploration and prospection, with many specialties like mining geology, geostatistics, geomatics and mapping geology, geochemistry, applied structural geology, and so on. We form also in the domain of extraction and in the domain of extractive metallurgy, and finally in the domain of environment. And we form in the domain petroleum and gas, particularly in the specialty of reservoir and production engineers, drilling and production engineers, and in the domain of natural gas engineering.
The first batch of senior technicians in mining engineering graduated in 2015. Some 45 students of the first batch of engineers in mining geology are expected to graduate in 2017 after 5 laborious years of training and field work. They are the first trained senior technicians of such in the country and in the sub-region. Nafissatou Touré Barreau is one of the pioneer engineers from the school. Although French-speaking from the northern part of Cameroon, she presented her end of training topic in English and marveled the panel of examiners headed by the rector of the University of Ngaoundéré, Paul-Henri Avamzolo.
I spent at least 3 years in a company where I was familiarizing myself with the exploration techniques. And one of the reservoir they were talking too much about was the S1C. I wanted to know more about that and bring out some techniques and some data that previous people didn't bring out.
Officials say the new engineers would have enough qualifications and competence to face the challenges they will meet out there, thereby boosting the economy of the country. They would also promote the mining sector and contribute to the country's ambitious 2035 emergence agenda.
Thank you so much. Now you know a little bit more about that mining school in case you're wondering where you want to study in future. That could be a good place to go to. I see have some of your messages. I hope by the end of the program I would have succeeded to read so many of them. Quentin David in Banjul, cordial greetings to the Halo crew. The scores will be 1 for Cameroon and nothing for Ghana, because we are not going to compromise this game today. We got you 2-1 for Cameroon because I trust and believe. This is Fabrice. Good morning. This is Fabrice Elvis from Bamenda. Good morning, Pochi. Cameroon is going to defeat the Black Stars by 2-0. The cup is ours, the Cameroonians. Achuo Nelson from Mountford. I like your positive spirit. It just transpires and we know it's going where it's supposed to be. The win will be a swift one if the head coach fits in Gailan Kulu and Njie for the first half. It's an 11-man squad against 2 for Ghana. Chwanji Norbert in Kumba. Well, that's a lot coming though, and I hope that we're going to, all we hope for is a win in the match today. Now let's look at your horoscope for today. If you're thinking of stepping out of your home and you're wondering how outside looks like, this is an aperçu of how your outside is going to look like. If you're watching us from Kuseri, it's in the far north region, it's a partly cloudy day for you today, and your temperature when it's highest will be 34 degrees Celsius, and when it's lowest will be 16 degrees Celsius. If you're in Bay, that's in the north, it's generally clear sky as well for you over there. Your temperature at the highest will be 36 degrees Celsius, and when it's lowest, it will be 18 degrees Celsius. In Gaundal, in the Adamawa region, it's a clear sky, highest temperature 29 and lowest 13. If you're in Mundemba, that's in the southwest region, it's a partly cloudy day with a possible thunderstorm. Your temperature at the highest will be 31 degrees Celsius, and your chance of rain is 30%. If you're in Chang is in the west region, it's a partly cloudy day for you. Your temperature when it's highest will be 28 degrees Celsius, and when it's lowest, it will be 14 degrees Celsius. If you are watching us from Kongsamba, it's in the Littoral region. It's a partly cloudy day, and your temperature when it's highest will be 32 degrees Celsius, and when it's lowest, it will be 18 degrees Celsius. If you're watching us from Yoko, Yoko is in the center region from where we are broadcasting. It's a generally clear sky for you over there, and your temperature when it's highest will be 34 degrees Celsius, and when it's lowest, it will be 17 degrees Celsius. That should be towards the evening period. If you are watching us from Sangmelima, it's in the south region. Morning clouds expected, followed by afternoon sunshine. Your temperature when it's highest will be 35 degrees Celsius, and towards evening when it's lowest, it will be 12 degrees Celsius. That's actually the lowest we came across this morning. And if you're watching us from Yokaduma, that's in the east region, it's a generally clear sky today for you, and your temperature when it's highest will be 35 degrees Celsius, and when it's lowest will be 19 degrees Celsius. And if you're watching us in Yaoundé, we want to tell you it's a clear sky over there for you, and it's a beautiful day coming. Just stay onto the CRTV. If you're about to step out of your home, don't be afraid of losing. Don't be afraid. Just switch up to the national station. It's 88.8 and continue enjoying a committed CRTV, committed to serving you a little bit more than we usually did. In about a few minutes, that's exactly 2 minutes from now, we'll be watching the news with Emmanuel Avenu, who is right here to brief you on the latest happenings in and around the country, particularly what is happening in Gabon, where the Cameroonians will be locking horns with the Black Stars of Ghana today. But let me read some more of your messages before we go discover what the news has for us. Good morning to all Hello viewers and to you in the studio. I guess the score will be 1-0 in favor of Cameroon. I guess so, because we expect winning, and it shall only happen by shaking their net. This is from Fanny Melvin Gomchu. Okay, we got you. Hello, it's a surprising move from the Indomitable Lions, who would defeat Ghana by 2-0. Wow, we heard you loud and clear. Hello, I am sure the Lions will eat the Black Stars by 1-0. Stephanie from Chang. Thank you, Stephanie. We're going to take a break there and get into the newsroom with Emmanuel Avenu.
Another day to serve you on the CRTV. Welcome to our 7 a.m. edition. We're broadcasting from Yaoundé, Cameroon. For news to look out for today, the 4 top military officials who perished in an helicopter crash in Bogo in the far north region of Cameroon while on duty this January will today begin their journey of no return. At 2 p.m. is announced their coffining ceremony at the General Hospital mortuary, or at the mortuary of the Yaoundé General Hospital mortuary, where they will be later taken to the funeral chapel of the headquarters brigade here in Yaoundé for the wake-keep till dawn. The remains will be buried in their respective regions on Saturday, February 4th, 2017. Today, February 2nd, is being observed across the world as the World Wetlands Day. It lays emphasis on the need for countries to protect water bodies and tree species and other living organisms that depend on such wetlands for their survival. It is a way to fight equally against climate change that is hitting hard on the globe. Commemorative activities in Yaoundé today have been scheduled for 8 a.m. Young promoters of ICT projects will today present their projects from the 10 regional capital or delegations of Cameroon Postal Corporation Campost in the second video link conference or session organized by the Ministry of Posts and Telecommunications to take place here in Yaoundé. The video link to begin as from 1 p.m. will be coordinated in Yaoundé by the Minister of Posts and Telecommunications, Liban Liliken Minette. And we open our news file in sports to say the Lions game today against the Black Stars of Ghana is on every lip. Cameroonians say it will be a do-or-die encounter, but are upbeat that their team will grab the trophy. The game has been scheduled for 8 p.m. Cameroon time. And live from Libreville, we should be attempting to get Fone Chekie, who is there to give us updates about what the Lions are to do this morning before the encounter. Hello, Fone. Welcome.
Yeah, good morning, Emanuela, and welcome to Libreville. The day you said is a day of the clash of the Titans between Cameroon and Ghana. It's a much-awaited match here, and everyone is contributing in their own way to Cameroon's success story in the semi-final shootout this evening. As you rightly put it, it's going to be as from 8 p.m. Local time. And what better way to get the Lions on the best launch pad than having the President of the Senate of the Republic of Cameroon, Maxime Nyadji, who has written a letter to the team captain of the national team of Cameroon, care of the Minister for Sports and Physical Education, and joining the Lions. First of all, congratulating them on the demonstration of the Tour de Force so far. The Lions' fighting spirit already bestowed in the competition up to this moment, and then urging them to do and move to greater heights in the course of the competition, winning today against Ghana and probably lifting the trophy. That will be next Sunday. But it's also saying that he'll be here irrespective of what happens that match, and it's really like saying that the Lions have all it takes to be able to get to that stage of the competition. And so it's a strong galvanizing factor here in camp for the Lions as they look forward to this evening's match with the Black Stars of Ghana. Well, what do they forecast or predictions say? We can only turn over to the tail of the tape to remember that between Cameroon and Ghana, they have locked horns 7 times. Cameroon has won just once, 3 for Ghana, and both teams have played to 3 draws. Cameroon scoring a total of 4 goals against 7 for Ghana, and those figures are speaking volumes in favor of the Black Stars of Ghana, that after Cameroon defeated them in the semi-final match in the year 2008, they no longer won. They are standing in history and don't want Cameroon history. They defeat the in the coalition state. We're going to look at how that shortly after this program we call and Cameroon manager of Sunara, the president of a sports has the Lions need to
they have done a good is and to congratulate to young and I hope to the country. Of course, they have to cross Ghana. We know Ghana. They have 4 Nations Cup. Cameroon has 4 Nations Cup, so they have to play without any complex against this team. We are behind them.
We just play without any complex behind this team. We are against them. Something about Cameroon and Ghana is that the last time Ghana played at the semi-finals was with Cameroon was when they were the host country. This time they say we're not the one. History to duplicate itself. So there's a lot of expectation being expressed in camp, and the Lions know exactly how well to go about the job this evening. So they have told us. So Emanuela, all of us will be having our fingers crossed here for the Lions of Cameroon, and we'll give you more of this to the count after that match during our afternoon show that begins at 4 p.m. That will be the AFCON update.
Thank you very much, Fon, and we can only but wish the Lions the best for today as they take on the Black Stars of Ghana, and we hope the Cameroonian community out there will come out in their numbers to push their Lions to victory. And we're not leaving sports this time. We're talking about the jersey of the Lions in the political capital Yaoundé, which has recorded a high demand from its supporters, and even the price of the jersey is said to be high. Cyril Noazeke was out in the streets of the political capital Yaoundé and reports that the newfound confidence in the Lions has equally spurred the sales of their jerseys.
Celui d'Angana Mute là.
25 000 francs.
Maman, et le mien il fait combien?
350 francs.
This footage went viral on the internet during the female AFCON. The ladies' performance compelled fans to compare the worth of the male and female jerseys. A typical example was the comparison between that of Alex Song and Ngana Muit. 350 francs for one and about 15,000 francs for the other.
Le maillot d'Onguine là il fait combien?
18 000.
Mince alors. Purée. Et celui d'Angana Mute là.
25 000 francs.
Maman, donc tu n'as pas un maillot moins cher là-bas?
Je peux te laisser celui de Clinton à 1000 francs et celui de Stéphane B à 500 francs.
Et le mien il fait combien?
350 francs. Mais si tu achètes les trois, je te donne celui de Yongo Bitolo en bonus.
But today, trends have changed. The Lions' performance in Gabon impacts the value of the jerseys in Yaoundé.
It's moving very well right now, considering the fact that the Indomitable Lions has qualified for semi-finals. I mean, the team is like moving much more better than it was before. Everybody that comes around just want to like buy a jersey because, you know, to support the Lions.
Fans rush to buy what they now call the precious outfit at any price.
It values from 5,000, 6,000 and 10,000. It depends on the quality of the jersey.
Some fans give reasons why they now wear the jerseys.
I am buying these to support the Lions and push them to victory. I've regained confidence in the Lions.
Many take the jerseys to print the name of the cherished lion for now.
I want to write Unduad names, the best goalkeeper.
Meantime, some consider themselves as the source of blessings to the Lions.
And away from sports now, the trial of the erstwhile leaders of the banned Cameroon Anglophone Civil Society Consortium, scheduled to begin in Yaoundé at the Yaoundé Military Tribunal yesterday, has been adjourned to February 13, 2017. Mancho BBC, Fontaine Neba, and Congo Felix Agbo were arrested in connection with the socio-political upheavals in the northwest and southwest regions of Cameroon. Ebenezer Kanga.
Out of the 19 cases scheduled for hearing this Wednesday at the military court in Yaoundé, that against Mancho BBC, Fontaine Neba, and Congo Felix Agbo was the first on the court's list. More than 40 lawyers who have constituted themselves into the defense counsel turned up for the case. But hearing did not start as the case was adjourned to the 13th of February 2017. Officials of the military court say the lead defense counsel, Barrister Ben Muna, was notified of the adjournment on the 31st of January 2017. The notice of adjournment is also pasted on the notice board of the court. Senior officials of the Bar Association addressed the lawyers on the reasons for the adjournment.
We have just been informed that it is because of the death of some senior military officers, and the president of the court and other members of this court have to attend to that funeral session, so they have to adjourn it.
Mancho BBC, Fontaine Neba, and Congo Felix Agbo are charged for acts of terrorism, hostility against the fatherland, secession, insurrection, group rebellion, incitation to civil war, spreading of false information, among others.
I'll take you over to the southwest region of Cameroon, where the population of Limbe is slowly heading to calls from administrative officials of that region for schools and other business structures to go operational, and students of some secondary schools are gradually returning to school while commercial activities are fully taking up in certain parts of Limbe. As you tell us, Mokwele Prince with Adum.
Silence at GBHS Limbe, not due to a deserted campus, but because evaluation exercises and all are on, and classes too, for over 2 weeks.
On the 9th, the population of students was really timid. On that first day, we had 24 students in the Anglophone section, and in the Francophone section, we had 117. But I want to say that the number has increased progressively, because as of today, the 31st of January, we have over 200 students in the Anglophone section, and we have 1,071 students in the Francophone section.
Hardly a full campus given the situation in question, but indeed a bilingual institution even by its teaching. This notwithstanding incidents of threats which seemingly took a toll on the sister campus.
The parents need to send the students to school because the teachers are available and they are ready to teach.
But school apart, the town of Limbe virtually turned its back against the ghost town Tuesday, keeping its streets and markets busy.
Besides sensitization, we have had many meetings with stakeholders, meeting with people of transport sector, economic sector. We have met the traders of the various markets in Limbe to sensitize them, to mobilize them, to tell them that it's not normal that their commercial activities are closed.
The call by administrative authorities is for all to allow reason to prevail over emotions as solutions to the crisis are sought.
And now out of Cameroon, Morocco's readmission into the African Union 32 years after leaving the body has been described by his king Mohammed VI as a moment of coming back home. The readmission came Tuesday as African heads of state and government met in the 28th African Union Summit, during which the former Chadian foreign minister was elected the chairperson of the AU Commission. And it's on that brief that we conclude our 7 a.m. edition today. Thanks for always being there. Tomorrow is the last edition.
Indeed, tomorrow is your last edition. And if it's the start of the month of February, and it's a new month that people are looking forward to with a lot of love. They say it's a month for lovers. I don't know how far that is true, though.
Course, but it's true.
You agree?
Don't you remember the 14th of February?
She remembers very, very accurately what February is, the month of February.
I do, because there's a lot of celebration too in the month of February. After 11 February, people look forward to the 14th of February, and then.
Okay. But I have a beautiful basket for you.
Yeah, I know.
Would you like something?
I'm seeing a lot of things. Now I have a problem of choice.
I would like to give you a slice of watermelon. And then I'll also give you a banana.
Thank
because
you.
Banana feeds the brain, and you're a very brilliant girl. So I want to make sure that you keep feeding your brain.
Pochi, you always make me blush on.
Oh! Don't worry, that girl from Kumbo, she blesses the nation, so we should bless her, isn't it? Well, have a beautiful day.
A better one for you.
And let's talk again on Tuesday.
Yeah,
oh,
God
no.
willing.
Maybe
God
off
willing.
the camera.
God
yes.
willing.
Bye-bye. Have a beautiful day, though.
Thank you.
And now, after briefing you, let's settle down with some good music. This guy is called Slim Marion. He's an extraordinary singer, but for this song, he's put together two other exceptional talents. Dex Willie and Loco singing My Last. It's a love song. It's not really a tragic one. Just enjoy.
Ooh, la 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 Slim Marion, Loco, la 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 Dex Willie.
Toute ma vie, je n'aurais Dieu que pour toi. Et je t'aimerais comme si tu n'allais te halas. Toute ma vie, je n'aurais Dieu que pour toi. Et je t'aimerais comme si tu n'allais te halas.
Que dans ma life,
c'est l'amour ou c'est le femme là.
Pourquoi je peux pas vivre sans toi?
Dis que je voulais Mimba.
Que je ne suis pas dans les
Je
amours.
constate qu'on se filme pas. Ta beauté me fait perdre les mots. Parce que t'es trop jolie, douce et polie, mon corps sur ma baby. Même dans les élobis, tu pries comme Paris, t'aimer c'est mon hobby. Tu es ma last, ma only one, je te promets. Marry me, my pretty girl, c'est toi mon choix. Dis-moi. Toute ma vie, je n'aurais Dieu que pour toi.
Et je t'aimerai comme si tu n'allais te halas. Toute ma vie je n'aurais Dieu que pour toi. Et je t'aimerai comme si tu n'allais te halas. My love, my love, hey, my love. Toute ma vie je n'aurais Dieu que pour toi. My love, hey, my love. Je t'aimerai comme si tu n'allais te halas.
Oublie de soucis, laissez les gens la parler. Personne ne pourra nous stopper. Y'aura que toi et moi. Oh ma baby, ma lady, mon choco. Tu sais pour moi que t'es donne. Toutes les filles y'a pas photo. Viens, je t'emmène à mon ghetto. Moi c'est Pablo, Viens à mon bendo, je vais walk like do. 12 ans pour ta dot. And a nigga hit her, I shower them where they dunk off for God, they not get nothing for pocket. Then they just say I go take my money, give up for them where I don't leave my baby for house. My baby from town, not my life.
Yeah, my toute ma vie je n'aurais Dieu que pour toi. Et je t'aimerai comme si tu n'allais te halas. Toute ma vie je n'aurais Dieu que pour toi. Et je t'aimerai comme si tu n'allais te halas. My love, my love, hey, my love. Toute ma vie je n'aurais Dieu que pour toi. My love, hey, my love. Je t'aimerai comme si tu n'allais te halas. Aïe, aïe, aïe. Toute ma vie je n'aurais Dieu que pour toi. Et je t'aimerai comme si tu n'allais te halas. Laisse-en parler les rageux, ils sont là pour ça. Dans leur c'est beaucoup, oh. Toi et moi c'était écrit, bah c'est comme ça. Dans leur c'est beaucoup, oh. Ton passé oublié, y a pas de temps pour cela. Compte sur moi pour t'abadouer quand on n'aura pas là. Baby, you're my baby boo. You're my baby boo. Yeah. Da 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 da. You're more.
Next, we need Loco featuring with Slim Marion in That My Last, the love song. And we're just commenting here about the so many love songs out there. That's a February thing, isn't it? We're going to be listening to a lot of that now. If you're a girl or a boy out there watching us right now, you should be expecting to listen to a lot of these songs in the coming days, especially in about two weeks from now, towards the 14th. Now, let's keep reading some of your messages. I'm being stormed by them, and I don't know if I'll be able to read all of them. But, of course, we need to send those messages to the Lions today. It is a 4 for the Lions and 0 for the Ghanaians. This is from Tanyima Job Emmanuel in Bamenda. Thank you very much, Tanyima. We like a lot of positivity. My prediction for Cameroon-Ghana match is 1 goal difference in favor of the indomitable Lions. Chanji Patrick, you're writing us from Douala. Good morning, Chanji, and good morning to all of you watching us from Douala. I dreamt I was delighted through your program. Please help make my dream come true. I have a patriotic and unity video. Upload the video, and then we'll see whether we can put that and use during this competition as the Lions are wowing us. But let's take a break there and look at what we have in the papers this morning before you step out. The man who reads the papers is just right here. Bodin Sama, good morning.
Good morning, Pochi.
How are you?
I'm very fine, thank you.
First of all, though, what is your score for today?
Honestly, I won't give any particular score, but what I know is, as I'm optimistic, and I know the Lions are going to win, because this edition of the Africa Cup of Nations, I tell many people, it's going to be a remake of what we had in 2008. Remember, in 2008 in Ghana, we played against Ghana at the semi-finals, and we defeated Ghana 1-0 and qualified for the final, and played at the final against Egypt.
Yes.
But unfortunately, we lost against Egypt. But the difference this year is that we'll play against Egypt at the final and we'll defeat Egypt. That's what is going to make a difference between this year and 2008.
I heard you. In fact, we heard you. Even the Lions heard you. And we are sending them a lot of love, support, and
they need our support and our love.
That's a team did you predict that they would
Not
go
at
this
all.
far?
Honestly, I knew we'll come back at the first one.
Ha!
I didn't see our team at this
level. Like people who say the truth. Even myself, I thought it was going to be like, even me, But then they are wowing us. That's what they call the lion spirit in Cameroon. We all do wow people, you know. Let's keep doing that. Now, what do we have in the newspapers before those of you who need to step out and go to work?
We have stories about the strike action by teachers and lawyers in the northwest and southwest regions of Cameroon, beginning with today's edition of Emergence newspaper that talks about the disappointments of some Anglophone lawyers who were present yesterday at the military tribunal for the hearing of the case for these consortium leaders, Dr. Fontemneba Agbabala and Mancho BBC. That case has been adjourned to the 13th of February 2017 at the military tribunal here in Yaoundé. The paper paints a picture as to how was the atmosphere like yesterday, with the views of Barrister Bernard Muna, who is the lead council leader for these consortium leaders here in Yaoundé, and also talks about some journalists who were remanded in custody yesterday after that case was adjourned to the 13th of February. Read that story in today's edition of Emergence newspaper. The Guardian Post newspaper, today's edition of its publication, talks about the Anglophone crisis and says that Musonge resurfaces with the Southwest Elite Forum as a relative calm returns to Boya, chief town of the Southwest region. The paper explains to us that he has convened the maiden edition for the General Assembly of the Southwest Elite Forum to take place in Boya this Thursday, and that critics are questioning where all of these Southwest big elites, where have they been when the town of Boya was boiling as concerns this strike action by lawyers and teachers in these two Anglophone regions, the Southwest and the Northwest regions of Cameroon. Read that in this edition of the Guardian Post newspaper. As we talk about what has been happening in these two Anglophone regions, the Northwest and the Southwest regions, where many of these lawyers and teachers have not been quite happy with the situation so far, this week's edition of Action newspaper is talking about appeasement, how to please appease some of these disgruntled lawyers and teachers in these two Anglophone regions, the Northwest and Southwest regions. That's why in this week's edition of Action newspaper, the leading political party in Cameroon, the Cameroon People's Democratic Movement, via its central committee, they have been discussing, talking about ways how to appease these disgruntled teachers and lawyers, and how to make peace to reign in these two regions, these two important regions of Cameroon, the Northwest and Southwest regions, given that students are yet to effectively go back, resume classes for the second term of this academic year. What are they planning to do in order to satisfy some of these disgruntled persons in these two regions? Get a copy of the latest edition of Action newspaper. The Sun newspaper, still talking about the Anglophone crisis in Cameroon, says that the church has a key to unlock the deadlock. Some bishops met with the Interministerial Committee led by the Minister of Higher Education, Professor Jacques Famindongo, recently to talk about what must be done, or what may just be done modus operandi in order to unlock the deadlock, in order to put an end to this teacher strike action as far as secondary education and higher education in Cameroon is concerned in the two Anglophone regions, the Northwest and Southwest regions, because they think they can actually be the mediator, act as mediator in order to discuss with some of these teachers in these two regions to help them understand, and which will go a long way to help put an end to this strike action. We stay a little bit away from stories concerning the strike action in the two Anglophone regions. We talk about Ecomatin, laying emphasis on the economy and on banks in Cameroon, talking about BSEC Bank. Is BSEC once more credible? That's the question. That's Ecomatin. The latest edition of its publication is asking, given the recent embezzlement of close to 50 billion CFA francs, with some bigwigs, Cameroonian bigwigs who work for that bank remanded in custody for close to 6 months now, and other foreigners simply transferred to other agencies of that particular bank. What is going to be done? How credible is that bank? That's an investigative report you can get to read in the latest edition of Ecomatin newspaper. We end with the latest edition of Nyanga Magazine. Nyanga Magazine that profiles this talented Cameroonian female footballer, Gabrielle Abodi-Ongene, who was the best football player during the Women's Africa Cup of Nations in Cameroon November, December 2016. Who she is, get to know more about her, her professional career, where she plays professional football, her debut, and her private life. Also, know more about Gabriel Abudi Ongene, rather, in this edition of Nyanga Magazine. Also talks about a New Year wishes recently to the President of the Republic and wife, Mrs. Chantal Biya. And Nyanga Magazine profiles young, outstanding Cameroonians who have succeeded, serve like examples for others to emulate. This is the Youth Week. This is the week leading towards a Youth Week. Get to know some of these youths that you should emulate. And it also talks about marriages, the importance of marriages for young Cameroonians. How important is it for you to get married early? Read that in the latest edition of Nyanga Magazine. That costs just 2,000 francs.
Thank you so much, Baldwin Sama. Now you have an idea what the papers have for you in case you're thinking of stepping up. Baldwin, if I tell you I want to give you watermelon, would you like?
I will say thank you. I'll take it and I'll offer it to Myra.
Myra
Unfortunately,
Benondua.
Myra Benondua. I told you the other day I'm very selective.
Why are you giving this fruit to Myra?
Myra?
In fact, please.
It's a long story.
All right. By the way, give it to Myra and I'll be sending our greetings to Edna. Edna, have a beautiful day ahead. Baldwin, see you on Tuesday.
God willing.
And a beautiful weekend in between.
A better one for you.
Right. Now let's talk health on Hello Cameroon. You know about headaches, don't you? You should, because it happens often, especially when you are in a busy environment like the towns or the cities where you work and you have a lot going through your mind. Sometimes it's just like your head is pounding and it's about to explode. We have a medical doctor standing by to tell us about headaches and some of the things you should know that could help you to manage your headaches better. This is Dr. Jane J on Hello Cameroon.
Headaches are pain that occurs in any region of the head. They can occur on both sides of the head or be isolated to a certain location. So they can be sharp, troubling or dull. They can appear gradually or suddenly and at last for multiple days or at least 1 hour. We have primary headaches and secondary headaches. Primary headaches can occur when pain-sensitive structures in the head do not work properly. And common primary headaches include migraines, cluster headaches, and tension headaches. Secondary headaches are headaches that are symptoms of another condition that stimulates the pain. Secondary headaches can be the result of serious conditions such as stroke, but can equally be a consequence of eating cold food or eating quickly. The manifestations will be according to what caused that headache. Some people have very serious and they can no more do anything. They just have to sleep. At that time, they have to consult first a medical doctor. Now, after consulting a medical doctor, we'll know the real cause of that headache and then the treatment will follow. You know, you have people who, when they have constantly headaches, they can develop other pathologies. It can be physical or psychological. Headache can be caused by another pathology and headache can provoke a pathology. So when headache is a consequence of a pathology, for example, when you have a depression, you can have headaches. Yes, at that time, you just have to follow a treatment. You can see a medical doctor, he will give you medication. You can also see a psychologist if the causes of the headache is psychological. The first thing is to rest. The head is as the motor of your body. So if your head is not on point, you cannot do anything. So when you have headaches, first thing you have to rest, and then you have to consult. After consulting, you will know how to follow it. You have to avoid conditions that can provoke headaches. For example, stress, eating cold. You have to avoid working so hard. You have to avoid some situations hard noise, for example. You have to avoid conditions that provoke headaches. And then if you have headaches now, first just rest, and if it persists, consult.
See a medical doctor. Now we are talking about a day in history, and Charles Sebune has joined me here. He didn't come with his breakfast, in case you're looking at what he has in his hands today. He just came by himself, and he's sitting right here. We're talking about the African Union Summit that just ended yesterday, and some of the new persons who are at the helm of this institution, and some of the conclusions that came out from the summit. Charles, good morning.
Assalamu alaikum.
Ha! I think I need to answer Malaikum Salam, I hope. Is that the answer now that you've tried me to that?
Bien.
Bien. Oh, Charles, I just love him, you know. You never know what's going to come out of his mouth. We're also talking bilingualism this week, and as we prepare to mark bilingualism tomorrow. Donc, Charles, comment te portes-tu ce matin? Très bien?
Très bien, très bien.
D'accord. So what are we talking about today about the African Union Summit?
Il faut parler des conclusions phares du sommet de l'Union africaine qui s'est tenu à Addis Abeba en Éthiopie. Comme vous savez très bien, c'est la semaine sur le bilinguisme.
I see people running to look at their channels. Like, is this still CRTV? Because
première décision phare de ce sommet, c'est le changement à la tête de la Commission de l'Union africaine, car on a choisi M. Moussa Faki, un Tchadien, pour remplacer Mme Nkosazana Lamini Zouma, qui est désormais l'ex-présidente de la Commission de l'Union africaine. Et dans certains couloirs politiques, on estime qu'elle va remplacer M. Jacob Zuma, son ancien mari, comme le prochain ou bien la prochaine présidente de la République sud-africaine.
Do you believe that, though? Do you believe that?
C'est possible parce que si elle décide d'être candidate au sein de l'ANC, African National Congress, il est possible qu'elle soit la présidente de la République sud-africaine si elle est choisie par sa formation politique. Autre conclusion phare du sommet de l'Union africaine, c'est le retour du royaume chérifien, le Maroc en particulier, qui fait son entrée triomphale après 33 ans d'absence au sein de l'Union africaine. Il faut dire, il y a peut-être 33 ans que le Maroc a quitté l'ex-organisation de l'unité africaine aujourd'hui, l'Union africaine. Et la raison était simple, la question du front Polisario, ou bien, si vous voulez, le Sahara occidental, que le Maroc considère partie intégrale de sa patrie. Et maintenant, le Maroc donc fait partie de l'Union africaine. Et il faut, une fois de plus, et il faut signaler l'importance politique de ce retour du Maroc au sein de l'organisation panafricaine. Le Maroc n'a pas accepté l'existence du Sahara occidental en tant qu'un pays indépendant. C'est un mauvais signal pour les mouvements sécessionnistes en Afrique, parce que les pays africains reviennent à l'idée même de la fondation de l'unité africaine, qui veut dire le panafricanisme absolu. Cela veut dire qu'il faut respecter les frontières, il faut respecter la nature, il faut respecter les pays africains actuels qui existent. Parce que les deux pays africains qui ont fait sortir des autres pays africains depuis l'indépendance, par exemple l'Érythrée et le Soudan du Sud, ne sont pas les success stories en Afrique. Comme on dit en français, ce sont les hontes africaines. Il faut voir ce qui se passe au Soudan du Sud aujourd'hui, et vous allez comprendre qu'il n'est pas nécessaire de créer de nouveaux États en Afrique.
My opinion, though, is that every solution needs that you think about it
et
deeply.
À la tête de la présidente tournante de l'Union africaine, c'est le président Alpha Condé de Guinée qui prend désormais la tête.
Thank you very much, Charles Sebune, at the top
very,
of
very,
his
very
game.
welcome.
The other day you brought us your breakfast. Today you're showing us your capacity to speak French. We need people like you in this country who should be able to move from French to the English, but I know I'll be shot for that. It's okay. We are used to fire on this program. It's all right. We have fire too for you.
Okay.
Talking about fire, CRTV is promising to show you something in 2017. This is an aperçu of the content you'll be having on CRTV.
Bonjour, je viens vous annoncer une bonne nouvelle pour nous et pour vous aussi, je l'espère.
Votre programme sur votre chaîne préférée, encore plus fun, plus d'ambiance et plus de mouvance.
C'est un nouveau challenge, un nouveau défi et nous, vous savez, les défis, on achète.
Nous allons lever la barre encore plus loin, encore plus haut, afin de vous satisfaire davantage.
The society is evolving, your expectations changing. We're innovating to give you content that is just the best. So stay connected and don't blink.
Don't blink. Parce que c'est un programme spécialement conçu pour vous et parce que nous voulons être partout avec vous.
La bonne nouvelle, c'est qu'on se retrouve
sur la CRTV.
Autre divertissement, Bimbia Survivor, Comedy Lane. Les jouets forts et théâtralement vôtres.
CRTV and its new colors for the new year. Stay with us here on the right channel. Let me give you some more of your messages before we move on to something else. Good morning. I wish the Lions good luck by giving them 2 goals for the Lions and 1 goal for the Ghanaians. This is from Ndinge Catherine from Bamenda. Thank you very much, Dinge Catherine. It is the final whistle that would tell because the match is not going to be easy. In all, it will be 1 goal in defeat of the Ghanaians. Ella Ngwe Nelson, you're writing us from Kumba. Thank you very much, Ella. Hello, Cameroon and Cameroon 1, Ghana 0 will make me crazy by the end of the day. By Abu Titi from the Northwest region. Thank you very much, Abu Titi. And Cameroon 2, Ghana 1. You're very enthusiastic. We'll like that. Keep them coming. We'll try to read them before the end of the program. Now let's move on to something that's rocking the culture world and the country and probably beyond. You know the saga story that's unfolding between a miss. She's still a miss. She now says she's the miss of the people. And she used to be Miss Cameroon. She was dethroned. I'm talking about Julie Franklin Chege and the Komika. This is what the miss, or the former miss, has to say. She was interviewed for us by Moki Edwin Kinzeka.
Thank you very much, Pochi Tamban. So I'm here with Julie Franklin. I don't know how to describe her, but just tell me, how should I call you now?
It depends on you. Can be ex Miss Cameroon, Miss Cameroon elected, or Julie Chege.
But we just got news you had been dismissed as Miss Cameroon. Your crown had been stripped off.
Yeah, exactly. Me too. I realized that on internet that I'm not more Miss Cameroon, so they nom another one.
They appointed another one.
Yeah.
But you just said I could call you Miss Cameroon. It means you have not recognized the fact that you've been dismissed.
Miss Cameroon elected because I'm the one that people Cameroon are elected on the 30th of July.
So you still say you are Miss Cameroon?
I'm Miss Cameroon, of course.
Okay, but the organizer of the event, the president of the organizing committee of Miss Cameroon, that is Mrs. Amugu Solange Ingrid, was on the media, met us and told us you had been stripped of your crown. What happened?
I don't really know. Since people saw it, watches it on internet and come in and let me know, tell me that Julie, you have been replaced by someone else. So she didn't contact me earlier. I was not aware of that.
Let me give the about 5 things she says you've been doing. Said insubordination, misconduct, and indiscipline.
Wow. The issue is that since I was elected Miss Cameroon, I had a project that was helping orphan in the northern region. My committee, which is supposed to support me and help me achieving my goal, asked me now to start with my project at the end of my mandate. It's not fair. How should I start my project in 2000 and this year, or I mean at the end of this year? Why I've been Miss Cameroon 2016? And another problem is that she asked me to pay a Miss World license because we are supposed to pay each
the license to participate in Miss World competition.
Exactly. Normally, it's a committee which is supposed to afford that, not a candidate. So I told her that I'm not able to afford that. Yeah.
How much did she ask you to pay?
1,500,000. Yeah.
Okay, let me just start naming the points she spoke about one by one. She said you were invited by the Korean ambassador and you refused to honor that invitation.
It's true that I was invited, but that day I was sick. Then I came to Konika in order to see really that I was sick, because I went to the hospital too, and she told me she didn't want to know why I didn't come, but I'm supposed to be there even if I'm sick. So I don't know.
Another thing she said was that you were joining political parties, and some people have been interpreting that you took sides with Anglophones in the struggles they had.
Anglophone? No, I'm not the political party. What I said regarding Anglophone problem is that Cameroon is a united country and we have a government. We're supposed to know how to act, and above all, peace is everything. That's what I said.
Madame Amugu Solange Ingrid also said you went and organized activities to raise funds in Douala without contacting her.
She was aware of that, because since she told me that I'm supposed to start with my project at the end of my mandate, I tried to convince her, and I went back to Douala because Douala is like my homeland, and I contact people, company that could help me in order to achieve my goal. And I came back to her. For instance, there's a company that gave me money and she took half of that money. I don't understand why.
Please just be factual about what we're talking about here. How much did the company give you and how much did she take from you?
That company, one of the company gave me 300,000, and then when I went to Komika in order to make a report of what I did in Douala, I went there with that money in order to show her, okay, that's what I already have. We also have a promise for some company. Then she told me that, okay, she's supposed to take 50%, even if she's not okay with the project.
You also told us some time ago that when you were elected Miss Cameroon, you were given the sum of 1 million CFA francs, and that Mrs. Amugu apparently wanted you to keep some of that money for the commission. What do you have to say about that?
Yeah, the Art and Culture Minister gave 1 million, and Komika, they took half. She first took 200,000, like it is in the conduct line. That's how I call it. 200,000 for petty cash, and 100,000 for her.
So, what was the relationship like with her? Because she is saying she gave you 4 query letters and 4 warnings, but you never changed.
4 query letters. We have the first one. Since I went to the southern region to make a photo shoot in order to, because being a Miss, we have a tourism place. We have to talk about our country, showing tourism in place among the world, throughout the world. She gave me the first letter. The second one was because I went to Douala to meet companies, but she was aware of that. She was aware that I went to Douala to meet company because I make a report after coming back. The third one is because I didn't go to the invitation of the ambassador since I was sick. Yeah.
So do you think you have a particular problem with her?
No. I think it's just a question of misunderstanding, and I'm really engaged on my project. So I prefer leaving the crown since she already taken it and continue with my project. That's the most important.
When you received these 4 warnings, did you go back to see her as a mother, as the person who organized, to explain what you're trying to explain here now to us?
Yes, exactly. I went to explain her that during the end of my mandate, Cameroonian will ask me, okay, you said soyons le changement, and you make a lot of promises. Where are you with those projects? And that, okay, since I didn't go to the Miss World is just a part of, the mission of Miss Cameroon. We have to be concentrated on my project. And there's something that I forgot to tell is that since I refused to pay that money for Miss World, according to internal information of the embassy, United States Embassy, she sent a letter there to say that I'm not on her behalf. Yeah. So after that, my committee, which is supposed to help me doing things, is now the one to to make things complicated. So after that, I went back to Douala and.
She said you were refused a visa because after investigations they discovered you had plans to go and remain in America, not to come back home.
No, how? I have my own startup here. I have project here. I'm Miss Cameroon. I'm not Miss United States. How? I don't know. Did she have information about that? I don't know.
Julie, I know that when you're elected Miss Cameroon, you're supposed to have residence in Yaoundé because you have to represent the country in diplomatic missions and in even ministries when they have activities. You decided to stay in Douala?
Yes, in Douala, because normally I'm supposed to have a home here, but Comica didn't give me that home. So since I was saying my homeland is Douala, I went back to Douala, and when we had invitation, I took a car to Yaoundé.
So just simply tell me, do you think this thing of election of Miss Cameroon is poorly managed?
Not at all, because it's true that I didn't go to Miss Cameroon because I was expecting a car or a home, because I have a vision. But we have to respect our engagement, because okay, Comica is there. I didn't respect the conduct line, but did they respect their own part of that contract? I don't know. And she's saying that I'm stubborn because I want to realize my project.
According to the internal rules of Comica, you are not supposed to engage on personal activities. I know you have your own groups, your own NGOs, but you are supposed to, from what she says, keep it aside and concentrate as Miss Cameroon.
Concentrate as Miss Cameroon. It means that we have to manage Comica problem and our own project. It's not Miss Comica, we are Miss Cameroon. But don't forget that our committee is Comica. So when she invites me for diplomatic ministry, I don't know, I went there. But don't forget that I have that day, the 30th July, I said, that is my project. That's what I said through the world. That's what I will do if I'm elected Miss Cameroon.
Now that you've been stripped of that crown of Miss Cameroon and you say you are still Miss Cameroon because you are elected and not appointed, what are your plans and what are you counting on?
Yeah, I want to continue with my project. During the end of the year 2016, I went to Kolofata in order to meet families. I make even donation there. And what is most important now for me is to rehabilitate some classroom that I saw in Mora, just near Kolofata, because once there, I realized that, okay, there's a school that is only one class. And I'm planning to make a fundraising in order to help those children, so that during the beginning of the new year, they will have one or two classroom rehabilitated.
But your sponsors will be saying that they're working with Miss Cameroon and not with Julie?
No, since I went there, the issue is that they are not interested on Miss Cameroon, because trust me, I went to different company with the Miss Cameroon title, but they say they cannot work with Comica. I don't know why. So most of those companies were interested by my project. I have a football game that I'm organizing this Saturday. I have sponsors, but they know that I'm not more. We have a new Miss Cameroon, but they are still supporting me.
So are you going to support Ange too, who has been Minkata Ange, who has been appointed Miss Cameroon? Are you going to support her in activities?
Why not? If she has a project and she thinks that I can help her, why not? Because I'm not fighting with her. What is important is our vision. Okay? If she has the same vision with me, we can work together. I'm working with Miss Cameroon 2014, which is based in the United States. It's not a question of, I don't know, you're not fighting or, yeah.
Okay, Pochi, you've just followed here that Julie is saying she is still Miss Cameroon. She says she was elected by a commission from the regional through the national level, and they gave her that crown. But an individual sat in the office and seized the crown. She says she was voted by the Cameroonian people, and she will continue her projects, and the individual can go away with her crown. But she is still Miss Cameroon.
Thank you very much, Moki Edwin Kenzaka. It's a story that promises to have a lot of chapters to come. So please stay hooked to the CRTV. We'll try to feed you in as much as we can. Now let's keep reading some of your messages concerning the Lions and the encounter this afternoon or today, later today, with the Black Stars of Ghana. Good morning. The Lions will challenge and they will win 1-0. This is from Mercy Mbeli. Mercy Mbeli, you're writing us from Boya. Good morning to you and to all of those of you watching us from the city of Boya. All I know is that we cannot win the match. Our lucky days are over, for we don't have a good team. We have just been lucky. This is Samani Ronald. Samani Ronald from Boya. Of course, you're entitled to your opinion, but I don't believe that. I really don't believe in luck. I think these guys are just so good at their game. But let's wait and see, okay? The match is today. Hi, Puchi. The match will be 1-0, and it will be in favor of the Indomitable Lions. This is from Gufo Melin. Gufo Melin is writing us from Douala. Thank you very much, Melin. And good morning, Hello Cameroon crew. I'll go for a 2-1 win in favor of the Indomitable Lions. This is from KK. KK is writing us from Bamenda. Good morning to Bakwa and all of you watching us from there. In a short while, we shall be getting into the newsroom for the 8 a.m. news presented by Martino and Dengue. But before that, let's get a moment of adverts.
Did you know MTN Mobile Money is a faster, innovative, and safer way to send and receive money instantly from your phone, anywhere, anytime. Opening an account is easy. Let's start. Simply step into your nearest MTN shop or authorized mobile money point with your ID and open an account for free. Now refill your account and send money instantly to anyone in Cameroon. And that's not all. You can buy airtime, Camrail train tickets, bus tickets, fuel, or purchase goods at authorized supermarkets. Also pay your INEO, Canal Plus bills, insurance premiums, your taxes, hotels, and restaurant bills instantly from your phone. Join the millions that are switching to MTN Mobile Money, a faster, safer way to send and receive money, and just Momo it.
Les boulangeries Santa Lucia innovent au fil du temps. Et pour marquer leur gratitude à l'endroit de leurs partenaires vendeurs de pain, elles organisent une cérémonie de récompense. C'est jusqu'à 100 millions de francs CFA à partager entre tous les vendeurs de pain des boulangeries Santa Lucia, de Douala et Yaoundé. Mercredi 25 janvier 2017 à 15h dans la salle des banquets de l'hôtel Santa Lucia. 6 au quartier Kondengui, mercredi 2 février 2017 à 15h, dans la salle des fêtes de l'agence Santa Lucia d'Aquanor. Les boulangeries Santa Lucia, dans leur quête permanente de la satisfaction de la clientèle, associent savoir-faire et expérience. Complexe Santa Lucia, le bonheur dans le pain.
Christian de Yaoundé, accro de technologie, a besoin d'une tablette vue sur le site Amazon.fr. Mais il n'a pas de carte de crédit pour commander en ligne.
Amélie de Douala a besoin d'une robe vue sur Zara.fr et de mèches brésiliennes vues sur AliExpress.com, mais elle n'arrive pas à se les faire livrer au Cameroun. Adja, jeune maman agarois, aimerait faire de l'exercice avec cet appareil vu sur Euroshopping, mais elle ne sait pas utiliser l'outil internet.
Vusure, votre facilitateur d'achat à l'étranger, est la solution.
Un article vous intéresse sur un site internet étranger? Contactez-nous et nous nous occupons de tout. Nous commandons les produits pour vous. 15 jours plus tard, vous êtes livré dans un de nos points relais, Free Cash ou établissement Charlie.
En partenariat avec Express Union pour le paiement de vos factures.
Vusure, les plus grands magasins du monde à votre portée.
Voici venu le temps des opportunités d'affaires. Sixième salon Promote du 11 au 19 février 2017 au Palais des Congrès de Yaoundé.
Découvrez les forfaits MTN GoPlan avec assez de volume internet, de minutes d'appel et de SMS pour s'adapter à votre style de vie.
Madame, Monsieur, bonjour. Jeudi 2 février 2017, bienvenue aux 8h. Un seul fait majeur dans l'agenda actu de ce jeudi, début du voyage vers l'éternité pour les personnels officiers décédés dans le crash d'hélicoptère du 22 janvier dernier près de Bogo, région de l'extrême nord. Je vous donne à présent lecture intégrale du communiqué à cet effet signé par le ministre délégué à la présidence de la République chargé de la Défense. Le ministre délégué à la présidence chargé de la Défense a l'honneur de communiquer 6 après le programme des obsèques des personnels officiers décédés dans le crash d'hélicoptère du 22 janvier 2017 à Tchofo près de Bogo, département du Diamaré, région de l'extrême nord. Jeudi 2 février 2017, 14h, mise en bière à la morgue de l'hôpital général de Yaoundé, suivi du transfert des dépouilles mortelles à la chapelle ardente de la brigade du quartier général. De 19h à l'aube, veillée funèbre. Vendredi 3 février 2017, 9h, cérémonie d'hommage à la cour d'honneur de la brigade du quartier général. Transfert des dépouilles mortelles vers les lieux d'inhumation suivants. Mogodé, département du Mayo-Tanaga, région de l'extrême nord, pour le général de brigade Koji Jacob. Banka, département du Honkam, région de l'ouest, pour le colonel Kameni Alphonse. Yagua, département du Mayo-Danaï, région de l'extrême nord, pour le lieutenant Sulukna Grassou Basile. Bamenju, département de la Mifi, région de l'ouest, pour le lieutenant Chinda Moutakam Brice. Samedi 4 février 2017, inhumation simultanée sous la présidence des personnalités désignées à cet effet. Un livre de condoléances est ouvert au public à la brigade du quartier général aux jours et heures ouvrables jusqu'au vendredi 10 février 2017
à 15h30 et c'est signé le ministre délégué à la présidence de la République chargé de la défense, Joseph Betty, à Saumon. Et nous prenons la direction de Libreville. C'est le jour de vérité pour les Lions indomptables du Cameroun. Les poulains du Gobros affrontent ce soir, 20h à Franceville, les Black Stars du Ghana dans le cadre du deuxième match de la deuxième demi-finale de la CAN Gabon 2017, qui sera face à l'Égypte, vainqueur du Burkina Faso hier en finale. Réponse ce soir. Bien sûr, nous souhaitons que ce soit le Cameroun. Serge Fouasgué, bonjour. Comment se sont réveillés les Lions en ce jour fatidique?
Bonjour Martine Noël Dengue, bienvenue à Libreville. C'est donc le jour de toutes les attentes pour les Camerounais, pour vous et pour nous également, et pour les Lions qui sont du côté de Franceville. Il faut dire que naturellement, les Lions se sont bien réveillés, d'autant plus qu'il faut affronter un autre poids lourd de cette compétition, le Ghana, dans le cadre de la deuxième demi-finale de cette Coupe d'Afrique des Nations Gabon 2017. Coup d'envoi à 20h au stade La Rénovation, vous l'avez dit. Les Lions, maintenant la question, les Lions ont-ils encore une chance? Les Lions peuvent-ils encore surprendre dans cette compétition? Tout est bien possible. C'est d'ailleurs l'avis d'un journaliste qui évolue, d'un journaliste de la presse cybernétique du côté de France 365. Il s'appelle Patrick Julien. Je vous propose de le suivre attentivement.
Pour la demi-finale, les choses ont changé puisque le Ghana est prévenu de la qualité de cette équipe camerounaise. Le Ghana sait comment peut jouer le Cameroun et le Ghana a lui-même un petit peu pratiqué la même stratégie pendant les matchs précédents de cette CAN en étant assez économe de ses efforts et en attendant aussi un petit peu les erreurs de l'adversaire pour s'imposer. Donc je pense que ça risque d'être un petit peu une partie d'échec et il faut espérer pour le Cameroun quand même qu'au final ils arrivent à avoir plus d'efficacité offensive parce que il ne faut pas oublier que jusqu'à présent, le Cameroun n'a gagné qu'un match, a fait 3 matchs nuls, si on compte le Sénégal qui était un 0-0 dans le temps réglementaire. Donc il va falloir quand même finir par gagner pour être sûr de se qualifier. Donc c'est là le défi pour moi.
Hier donc, en première demi-finale, nous avons suivi ce journaliste. On espère que les Lions vont encore surprendre ce soir. Hier donc, en première demi-finale de cette CAN, le choc Burkina Faso-Égypte, choc des extrêmes. L'Égypte a donc pris le dessus sur le Burkina Faso à l'épreuve de tir au but avec un bonus pour le gardien, le vétéran de cette équipe, El Hadari, élu l'homme du match après avoir stoppé 2 pénaltys. Mais je vous propose de suivre l'entraîneur égyptien Kuber, prudent et mesuré pour la suite de la compétition.
Quant à nous, nous avons éprouvé beaucoup de fatigue et le souhait c'était d'attendre l'épreuve des tirs au but parce que c'est une épreuve dans laquelle beaucoup de choses peuvent se passer et que c'est un peu comme la loterie, ça dépend des tireurs et également des gardiens. Et là, nous sommes très contents d'être arrivés à cette finale. C'est le prochain match. Pour l'instant, nous allons d'abord faire en sorte que nos joueurs puissent se récupérer et puis chercher à savoir quel sera notre prochain adversaire avant de voir quelle stratégie adopter par rapport à cet adversaire-là.
Alors Martine Noël qui affrontera donc l'Égypte le 5 février prochain. On espère bien que ce sera le Cameroun. On croise les doigts et on attend l'issue de cette rencontre Ghana-Cameroun ce soir à 20h du côté de Franceville. Et on espère bien que lors de cette finale qui pourrait opposer le Cameroun à l'Égypte, le Cameroun pourra donc prendre la revanche de 2008 au Ghana. Martine.
Serge Fouasgué, bien évidemment, on croise très fort les doigts. En quelques mots, est-ce que vous avez déjà une idée de la liste des 11 entrants du technicien belge?
Justement, en ce qui concerne le 11 entrants, c'est une annonce que l'entraîneur fait généralement à mi-journée, autour de 12-13 heures. Donc, pour l'instant, on ne peut pas avoir une idée de ce 11 entrants, mais on sait déjà qu'il n'est pas exclu que le 11 des départs face au Sénégal soit encore remis pour ce match contre le Ghana cet après-midi. Donc, Hugo Broos, comme on le dit, on ne change pas une équipe qui gagne. On peut avoir des surprises. mais il n'est pas exclu que Hugo Bros maintienne son 11 de départ.
Merci beaucoup Serge. Écoutez, on va croiser les doigts jusqu'à 20h en espérant que les Lions vont gagner. C'est tout le bien qu'on souhaite à tout le Cameroun. Et on va se retrouver demain lorsqu'il sera 8h et je le souhaite vivement après une victoire des Lions indomptables. À demain, 8h. On continue avec le sport. Les Lions indomptables pourront bien évidemment compter sur les supporters plus que jamais mobilisés. À Mwanda, par exemple, le consul général du Cameroun a pris des dispositions pour que la grande communauté camerounaise résidant dans cette ville puisse faire le déplacement de Franceville afin de vivre cette rencontre cruciale en direct. Le reportage de Germain Noël et Sengue à Mwanda.
Ces commerces tenus pour la plupart par les Camerounais seront fermés plus tôt que prévu ce samedi. Nos compatriotes, dont le chiffre aussi, entre 800 et 1000 ici à Mwanda, iront tous à Franceville supporter les Lions indomptables en rang serré.
Départ pour Franceville demain c'est à partir de 13h. En tout cas, il y a les bus qui seront disposés à l'Economa en face de la gare routière qui vont amener les Camerounais à Franceville.
Pour se préparer d'un match du lendemain, on se voit d'abord au couloir d'en bas. Donc c'est là où tout le monde se réunit pour se préparer pour demain.
Je vais fermer demain peut-être avant 15h ou 16h pour me retrouver à Franceville au stade supporter les Lions. La colonie se prépare pour nous donner les billets.
Le consul du Cameroun au Gabon a organisé l'encadrement du déploiement des supporters vers le stade de la rénovation.
Le consul a mis à la disposition des Camerounais au moins 10 quasters de 36 places qui vont amener les Camerounais. Puisque déjà au niveau de Mwanda, on a sensibilisé et les Camerounais et nos frères d'autres nationalités qui vont nous accompagner. On est pratiquement plus de 1000 personnes qui vont effectuer le déplacement de Mwanda pour Franceville demain.
La municipalité de Mwanda fait partie de cette opération au nom de l'Afrique centrale.
Je dirais au peuple de Mwanda, aux habitants de Mwanda, d'y être derrière les Lions indomptables, de les soutenir de la même manière qu'ils les ont soutenus à Franceville.
Le dispositif d'animation est déjà bien préparé.
Sur place à Mwanda, on a tout un orchestre, les joueurs de tam-tam et tout, etc. C'est eux qui seront sur place à Franceville pour accompagner les Lions.
La communauté camerounaise de Mwanda a donc déjà huilé sa machine et n'attend plus que l'heure du match pour appliquer son plan de guerre.
Commando, commando, nous sommes les commandos. Aïe, nous sommes les commandos. Le Sénégal, dans la sauce. Le Ghana, dans la sauce.
Mobilisation énorme au Gabon, mobilisation au Cameroun, mobilisation dans tout le monde entier. Le Cameroun est derrière vous. Allez les Lions indomptables. Retour au Cameroun, le cercle des amis du Cameroun, CERAC, s'est déployé en fou dans la Meufou et à Famba hier. Au programme des dames du CERAC, la rétrocession de l'hôpital de district de la dite localité, entièrement rénovée par l'association de la première dame du Cameroun et la remise des dons aux femmes rurales, jeunes et personnes vulnérables de ce département. C'était sous la conduite de Mme Linda Yan, coordinatrice générale du CERAC et représentante personnelle de Mme Chantal Billa. Joseph Clément Ongba était aussi en fou. Voici son reportage.
En plein cœur du bel axe administratif d'Unfou, l'hôpital des districts d'Unfou qui exhale une forte odeur de neuf, du fait des travaux de réhabilitation effectués par le Cercle des Amis du Cameroun, la quasi-totalité des 15 services est remise à l'état neuf. À la place des fêtes, l'esplanade est envahie par les dons du Cercle des Amis du Cameroun, du matériel médical pour l'hôpital, du matériel agricole destiné aux femmes rurales et aux jeunes, des dons de matériel informatique aux jeunes et centres multifonctionnels, des fournitures scolaires pour les établissements scolaires, des dons aux personnes vulnérables et aux jeunes artisans des Cali. Mandatée par sa présidente fondatrice, Mme Chantal Billa, dont elle est représentante personnelle, Linda Yan foule le sol d'Unfou. C'est la troisième fois en l'espace de 6 ans que la ville d'Unfou reçoit le CERAC, un département fier d'être une porte d'entrée et de sortie du Cameroun avec l'aéroport de Simalène, la vitrine internationale avec l'IAI Cameroun et l'EI Force d'Hawaï. En fou, Dr Linda Yan justifie l'action du CERAC et de sa présidente fondatrice.
Le CERAC considère les hôpitaux comme des lieux par excellence où s'exprime l'humanisme, la solidarité, la compassion et le don de soi au service de ceux et celles qui souffrent.
Les bénéficiaires des dons du CERAC fédèrent leur gratitude à l'endroit de Mme Chantal Biya. Symboliquement, le médecin-chef de l'hôpital, les responsables des différentes associations et groupes d'initiatives communautaires reçoivent les dons du CERAC. Une centaine de bénéficiaires au total.
Vivre une célébration pareille pour la toute première fois. Donc nous sommes vraiment très reconnaissants et nous disons un grand merci à notre maman Chantal Biya.
Je travaille un peu plus loin, ça va me faciliter de marcher vite, d'aller au travail. Je suis cultivateur.
Parmi les bénéficiaires, 7 mamans de 120 ans issues du foyer Sainte-Louise de Mariac de Simalène. Après la remise des dons, la délégation du CERAC fait le tour de l'hôpital rénové. Un château d'eau réhabilité, la salle d'accouchement avec un nouveau bébé, un bloc opératoire doté de nouveaux équipements.
Grâce à la première dame et son association légendaire, l'hôpital du district de Mfou a été entièrement réhabilité.
La visite de la foire artisanale et agricole montre que la Mefou à Famba n'a pas usurpé sa réputation de grenier de la capitale. Le département joue également de nombreux atouts économiques. Son potentiel culturel est important. Quand le CERAC passe en fou, le développement suit.
Merci Joseph Clémongba. Le ministre des Travaux publics effectuait hier une descente sur les chantiers routiers en cours dans la région du Sud. Emmanuel Nganou Djoumessi a entre autres constaté que le chantier de construction de la section Lolabé-Kribi de l'autoroute Edeya-Kribi est réalisé à seulement 35%. D'autres détails avec Olivier Kingemoli qui était dans la suite du ministre.
Des jeunes gens à l'ouvrage dans un atelier, des engins en mouvement incessant qui, sous l'action de l'homme, domptent la nature pour donner progressivement corps à un projet. Ici, l'État du Cameroun construit l'autoroute Lola-Bekrebi. Le chantier a démarré depuis le premier semestre 2015, un linéaire de 38,5 km.
On aura une autoroute à 3 voies d'une largeur totale de 3,5 mètres. Et donc 2 voies seront bitumées de part et d'autre. La 3e voie est gardée en réservation pour les extensions futures. Elle constitue la première phase de l'autoroute qui quitterait du port jusqu'à la ville de Déa.
À date, les terrassements ont atteint un taux d'avancement de 80%. À certains endroits même, on a déjà réalisé les essais de pose de la couche de fondation. Les ouvrages hydrauliques eux aussi sont avancés. Ici, le pont sur la Lobé. Le chantier visité ce jour par le ministre des Travaux publics est la manifestation d'un projet réalisé en PPP, partenariat public-privé, avec ses contraintes.
Nous travaillons avec une entreprise pour que nous finissions les travaux, mais en même temps qu'elle prenne l'exploitation de l'autoroute avec la maintenance pour une durée qui est prévue de 30 ans. Cela implique donc un certain nombre de contraintes qu'il faut lever. Les premières, c'est de faire tout pour que les travaux soient réalisés dans les temps. Il y avait des contraintes liées à l'approvisionnement, il y avait des contraintes liées au déplacement des réseaux, il y avait des contraintes liées notamment à des problèmes de fiscalité locale.
Le taux de réalisation de l'ouvrage à ce jour est de 35%. La fin projetée du chantier est mars 2019. À cette date, l'autoroute prendra la forme projetée ici en 3D, encore un rêve.
De belles images, en tout cas, Olivier Kingemoli. Madame, monsieur, voilà qui vient mettre un terme aux 8 heures de ce jeudi matin. Retrouvons-nous demain 8 heures en espérant que les Lions seront en finale. C'est tout le bien qu'on leur souhaite. À demain donc 8 heures dans le cadre de Bonjour le Cameroun. Allez les Lions.
Go Lions, go Lions. You'll be hearing a lot of that around you. Just get used to it. Thank you very much, Martino and Dinky.
Merci à vous.
What can I give you for breakfast?
Une banane.
A banana. Good choice. Have a beautiful day and see you hopefully. See you next week, hopefully. Right, now to settle all of that down with something nice and interesting, this is our freestyle page. It's a pair and they are dancing in a way as to make you just enjoy it. Sit tight and watch.
Big Smosa, Big Smosa.
Yes, that was freestyle. I hope that settled you down somehow, though. Rest, take some rest because the lady who takes the temperature up here is here today. And we're not going to take it as high up as last time. You remember what we were talking about last time, right? Not that one. Chapter closed. But we are not very far. Today we're talking about corsets. For all the good that corsets do to people, because now it's also become something about fitness. So let's talk about that as well. Good morning, my dear. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you, Pochi.
By the way, I like your hairdo.
Thank you.
But let's talk about that corset.
All right, now I don't know about the temperature rising, but I'm very crazy.
Don't worry, I'm measuring. I'm keeping tab.
Yeah, but I always happen to tell it like it is because to me, I think it's important. Now let's look at the corset, like she just said, and the 16th century. That's where I'll take you back to. That's when it all got boom, and every woman had to own one. And that 16th century saw the corset like custom, like tradition. And every young girl from childhood had to own a corset. But what is very particular about this corset is that it was made of steel, and it had over 50 different laces that you would use to strap on your body. And you had to wear it from when you were a little girl till your wedding night. Now, this meant that the groom was the only one authorized to ever take off a corset from a woman's body, and he had to do it gently, slowly, and softly. And he had to demonstrate how patient he was and how self-controlling he could be, and that made him a man. That's how the century saw it. And then we moved down to tell you that the corset actually originated from Italy, but it was introduced in the French courts by a lady called Madame Catherine de Medici, and she is the one that made every woman love the corset, and they made it indispensable. It was a tool that you could not open a wardrobe or a closet and you would not find it. But this is the thing, the corset has evolved, it has declined, it has had rebirths, but what we retain from it is, we've heard about the Victorian corset, we've heard about the Elizabethan corset, we've also heard about the Edwardian corset. Why these different names? This is a representation of the different footprints and fingerprints that the queens and the kings that were at the head of their kingdoms or their realm at the time put on the different corset. Now, it has remained the same with the same objectives, but everybody had a way of modifying it and adapting it to their society, and it gave the different names. But this is where the problem comes. Nothing ever remains good forever. They actually had a big problem with the outbreak of the First World War. Now, they had to produce warships and weapons, and they were using a lot of steel in producing corsets. And so the military shifted all the steel into the ship market, where they had to go to the war front and fight. And so the women adapted. Now that's where brassiere stepped in, or the bra. And we also had the girdle. The girdle is what replaced the corset. It was actually another kind of corset, but it was not made of steel anymore. But I'll ride on to tell you that the corset originated. Now this is where it becomes a little bit hot.
I like that. Please shoot it up. I'm measuring.
Right.
I'm measuring. And there's a man here. We're not telling you his name, but he's already speaking.
All right, now you should understand, like, everything that is an undergarment, okay, was
takes
actually
the temperature up.
Yeah, takes the temperature up. It was so unendingly appetizing for these women, and it was titillating. Don't ask me what that means.
Titillating?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
You heard
Don't
him.
ask me what that means. But it's a tool that had to steam every man that was opportune to see a woman in corset. Now, why do we wear them? We have plenty of reasons. You have few reasons why women would wear corsets.
I know when I had a baby that I was advised to wear a corset because it helps your body to get back into its fitness. But I'm just naughty with certain things. But then that's one of the reasons. And then it helps your body to take a certain shape, I guess.
Yes.
It's also good for sports, I think. If you're trying to cut down or sculpt your body, that's the word I use. To sculpt your body.
And other reasons, the very first reason is that it's an undergarment and it flushes your dress on you. Gives you the perfect result even when it isn't yet there. And that gives a lot of confidence for women. We should also understand that the corset has been what a woman would call the extra factor.
Okay.
Just like you're so attached to the brassiere, to the panties, and every other undergarment, that's how close the corset is. And that's why it's been there from hundreds and hundreds of years, and it's not going anywhere. We're only changing it. But now this is the little wahala that is evolving everything. And we should understand, in as much as the corset is inextricably interwoven with the woman's fashion world, at the same time, you could have a lot of problems when you use them. Let me explain. Health experts are now saying that there is a possibility that you strain your nerves a lot, and that can affect your vertebral column and the bladder, especially for those ones that come right down. They are not saying you shouldn't wear or use corsets. They are only telling you you should respect the hours that you should stay in a corset. It's not an all night long or an all day long. It's true, the all night long, all day long brings in quick results, but you should be extremely careful, because those are the things. You don't want your vertebral column to go like to one side, or you don't want your bladder having problems. So be careful as much as you wear the corset. And
I do hear corset too is good for health reasons. Like if you want, some people have back conditions that they use they use the corset.
Yes, to bring it up straight, but they give you the hours. They don't tell you to wear it all day and all night long. So you should be extremely careful. But just remember that the corset is just like shades, okay, to the stars that don't go without their shades. So that's how the woman looks at it.
Pick the right shade.
You know, that was what I put together for you on the Beauty and
Thank you
Lifestyle
very much,
page.
Mara. Thank you
we'll see you
very
again
much.
someday.
And see you on Thursday next week for another beauty page. And of course, see you on Tuesday.
You just
for
titillized
Evening
me. You just titillized
I'm
me.
not wearing
Myra.
a corset.
You just titillized me with your corsetic words.
You know a guy who wouldn't shut up, like
All
he
right,
wouldn't wait
Titi,
for his turn.
Let me
He
tell you
just-
to have.
She has just titillized me.
Titi, have a corsetic day.
Oh my God.
and I'm
Thank you very much.
And I'm having one for you. Don't worry. But before
Wait,
you buy
you have
oh,
one
shut,
with me.
shut it up. Before you buy a corset though, Mara, you need to have a job, right?
Yeah.
So you can have the money, because it doesn't come that cheap. If you want very good ones, you need to work.
But you remember I was saying that a man had to demonstrate patience in taking off
Patience,
the
yes.
laces. I'm not sure he can.
No, he can't.
Who told you I'm not sure?
We'll
Who
try
told you I
that some
cannot
other
be
time.
patient?
But BNCT
Anyway,
is
you have brought
here.
a corset on set.
Jobs,
and
Not for the
corset
corset.
on set would have been
But
a good
for
way
the
to know if I'm
job.
patient with it or not.
So,
Jobs.
Titi, please
So
tell us
we're
how
having corset jobs or
how to
corsetic
get
jobs.
how to get money to buy the corset. Let's
So
get
this
that.
is for ladies. Good morning. All right, that's good. We're having this one coming from the UN Women. This is just a reminder for many who could not get through with the application process, because this came up on Tuesday, and the website seems not to be opening to some people. So we had to come up with this other contact line through which you can get to the detailed information on the job and the application procedures, let's say application contact. Now, I would like you to take a look on what you have on your screens. On the first link you have, which is http://jobs.partneragencies.net. When you have http://jobs.partneragencies.net, then that is what is coming from the UN Women. They're advertising, or they are looking for workers to occupy two important positions in Yaoundé. They are looking for an operations assistant and an executive assistant. Women are encouraged to apply. For the operation assistant, you need to have at least a degree in business management or in any field that has to do with finance. If you have that, you can apply. If you have 2 years of work experience and you master some basic computer software programs, then just go and try your luck. When you follow the link you have on your screen, which many say, or this one is coming to replace the one that came on Tuesday, which many could not, access to apply for the job. For those who want to apply as executive assistant, the qualifications are the same. You need to have a first degree at least in any social science field, and if you have experience working in that domain with an international or any non-governmental organization or any structure in the domain of, let's say, administrative assistant or any position that really got you into working to show experience, we also encourage, and you stand a better chance. Now, to apply, you go to that link. When you follow the link that I'm giving, which you should find on the screen, the first link, you go to that on your search engine, you click your search, it's going to give you all the details, and applications are done online. You don't have to download any, you just instead have to upload. Let's say you don't have to upload anything, you just have to download, copy your CV, whatever you have it, upload it, and then you send, excuse my word. Now, the next one we have is coming from this mobile company in Yaoundé that's looking for a brand ambassador to work with during the period of promote in the nation's capital city. And they say the period is going to be, within that period, it's about 2 weeks of work. First of all, you need to have a qualification that matches. They say if you have your GC advanced levels or the equivalent in French, which is baccalaureate, and you really have a good, you have good communication skills, an imposing structure, it's very welcoming, and you can speak so convincingly, then you stand a better chance to get the job. Now, for those who are interested, you just get together the following documents to apply. You need to have a copy of your school degree, and they say if those who have done social management are giving some preference. I don't know why the hiring managers say that, but that's what they say. If you've done social management sciences, you have a degree in it, no problem. But if you've done any other thing, or say if you just have your baccalaureate or A levels, and you've done a lot of marketing and have those skills, you can also apply. Now, you send your CV and a motivation letter that you address to the general manager of Smobiles, as you have on the email contact. It's Mobile Pay. Now, the email contact to which you send your CV and motivation letter is job.smobilepay@tm.mavians.com. You have that on your screen. Jobs with an S, smobilepay@cm.mavians.com. Deadline is February the 5th. You have details on this on my Facebook page. Now we are coming down to Equal Access International. This is an international NGO that's looking for two drivers to work with their community projects in the northern part of Cameroon. You need to have at least the GC ordinary levels or the BAPC, which is the French equivalent, and of course, you must have a valid driver's license with experience in driving, 3 years recommended. Now, the documents are a curriculum vitae and a motivation letter. You send to the email address you find on the screen, which is cameroonjobs@equalaccess.org. Cameroon Jobs in one word. cameroonjobs@equalaccess.org. You have that on your screen. You send your CV and your motivation letter there before the 3rd of this month. That's tomorrow is the deadline for the job. We're ending with Blue Ocean Company in Yaoundé. Blue Ocean is looking for a stock manager. A stock manager must have HND in transport and logistics or in human resource discipline, and if you've worked for a number of time to show that you can really manage you can really fulfill your duties, then you should do that. Now, you send your CV and a copy of your school certificate to the email address I'm going to give you now. You don't have that on the screen because that just came now, and that deadline is going to be on the 4th. That's on Saturday, so we're not going to have any other edition of Halo. That's why I have to take it now. So you send your CV and a copy of your diploma, that's of your degree or whatever diploma you have, HND, to the email address I'm giving you. So take it down. Alia is AALHAH. Excuse my word. AALYAH. Alia. AALYAH _ FR 2003 @yahoo.fr. Alia _ FR 2003 @yahoo.fr. Deadline, like I say, the 4th of February 2017. Thank you very much, and thanks to those who are helping to give us jobs. I want to say thanks to Dr. Tikumba Azonga Kwenti, who should be listening to us in Bamenda. He's a university lecturer.
Thank you very much.
Greetings
to Bamenda and to all those watching us.
Yeah, he's helping us to have the jobs. Yes,
thank you so much for giving us jobs today. Sure, this is your special command, right? Have your banana. Mara, can I give you an orange?
I want a banana.
You want a banana too? You're an intelligent girl. Banana is good for the brain. I don't know what people would say, but banana is very... You said that too, right?
Yeah, plenty of potassium, and it's brain food, keeps your brain alive, forever young,
right.
and your memory
Go for
stays
a banana.
intact. Can I just dedicate this banana to all the women out there who think that they are so bobby-lucious and too booty-lucious, and it's going in every direction? Positize it, girls, but don't stop shaking what your mama
there
gave
she
you.
goes.
Oh, Myra.
Titilize it.
We said it. That she sends the temperature straight up. Wow, okay. Let's keep it up there. Now let's get some music from one of the persons we'll be discovering in a short while on the set. Please just enjoy.
Salatial on the beat.
La petite championne again, yo. Madingwa, bébé. Bébé, oh, bébé. Chérie, moi, négayé, yo. Je t'aime. C'est pas toute ma life. Ma baby, yo. Avec toi. Ma baby, yeah. Pour la vie. Ma baby, yo. Avec toi. Ma baby, yeah. Ma baby, yo. Avec toi. Ma bébé, j'ai souffert. Ah, j'ai souffert. Même dans ma galère, c'est toi, oh. Ah, c'est toi, oh. Toi, chérie, j'ai souffert. Ah, j'ai souffert. Ma baby, oh. Avec toi. Ma baby, yeah. C'est pour la vie. Ma baby, oh. Avec toi. Ma baby, yeah. C'est pour la vie. Ma baby, oh. Avec toi. Ma baby, yeah. C'est pour la vie. Ma baby, oh. Avec toi. Ma baby, yeah. C'est pour la vie. Tu as tout ce que je veux. Tu es mon trésor. Avec toi c'est paradis. Every night and day now you there for my play. Ma vie c'est pour toi. Même dans mon rêve c'est toi. I will love you for life baby. Yo I go marry you. Amen. Même dans ma galère c'est toi. Oh. Ah c'est toi. Oh. Toi bébé j'ai souffert. Ah j'ai souffert. Même dans ma galère c'est toi. Oh. Ah c'est toi. Oh. Toi chérie j'ai souffert. Ah j'ai souffert. Ma baby yo. Avec toi. Ma baby yeah. C'est pour la vie. Ma baby yo. Toi et moi. Ma baby yeah. C'est pour la vie. Ma baby yo. Avec toi. Ma baby yeah. C'est pour la vie. Ma baby yo. Toi et moi. Ma baby yeah. C'est pour la vie. Bébé oh bébé. Oh bébé oh bébé. Bébé bébé oh bébé. Bébé oh mon bébé oh. Ma baby yeah. Avec toi je n'ai aucun souci yeah. No breaking my heart yo because if you do me go die. Ça c'est vrai. Ma baby yo. Avec toi. Ma baby yeah. C'est pour la vie. Ma baby yo. Toi et moi. Ma baby yeah. C'est pour la vie. Ma baby yo. Avec toi. Ma baby yeah. C'est pour la vie. Ma baby yo. Toi et moi. Ma baby yeah. C'est pour la vie. The money I get am. The motor you want I go buy am. Shake am, shake am, shake am, shake am, shake am, shake am. The money I get am. The triplets you want I go give you. Shake am, shake am, shake am, shake am, shake am, shake am. Alaji, 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 Alaji. Encore une fois. Alaji, 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 Alaji. My baby yo, I love you, oh. My baby yeah, my baby yo, I need you, oh. My baby yeah, my baby yo, I love you, oh. My baby yeah, my baby yo, I need you, oh. My baby yeah, un petit champion a gagné. Je t'aime bébé.
He's called Petit Champion, and he sings in English and in French, and he's right here in the studio. He's not alone. We actually have two artists with us, and we'll be discovering them right now. Good morning. How are you?
I'm doing good.
I'm happy to have you here.
It's always a pleasure.
Tell me about this song that we just listened to. What is the story in the song?
Yeah, it's my baby. I was just dedicating the song to someone that I love.
Someone special?
Yeah, someone special to me.
All right.
So
we'd like
she
to hear that.
inspired me to write the song.
Mhm.
So I decided to make that song for her.
Okay, that's a good thing to hear in February. You know, very soon there will be 14th of February and things will be
Bills
happening.
can start coming.
So, but tell me about your singing career, though. What's the story? How did you start, and how is it looking like?
Yes, I think I started unexpectedly because I was first of all a student, accountant student. I was ACC, Association of Certified Chartered Accountant.
Okay.
So I was throughout my studies, but I just decided
To
within
sing.
part two to continue my musical career. But throughout my life in school, in PSS Bafut, CPC Bali, I've always been in the school choir. And also I've been playing drum in the school since from 1 to year I left opposite. So that instrumentalist, all those things. So I've always been part of that.
Okay.
So I think that really inspired me. And my background also inspired me because my father also is a pastor. So I've always been around the church, you know, all those things. So
A lot
I think
of
my
singing.
so I think my background really inspired me.
And how has the career been like? Has it smiled at you? Have you been having positive reactions?
Yeah, it has been positive and negative because sometimes positive depends on you, the individual, what your aims are.
Mhm.
Because if I think my music can touch his soul and makes that person happy, I think it's already positive to me because it does not necessarily mean having all the stardom around you, having all the world around you. It's just impacting people's life positively. So I think if I'm impacting people's life positively, then I think it's been good to me.
Okay. And we're watching a video there. Do you want to tell us about the song we are watching?
Man
that?
No Be God.
Man No Be God. What's the song?
Whenever I pass, bad people talking. Man No Be God, I think this was. Bad people vex, Whenever I pass him, bad people talk him. Whenever I move him, bad people vex him. I say, man, no be God. Anything you do, no say God, the watching. I say, man, no be God. Anything you do, no say God, the watching. Some people them say, oh, their father, El Shaddai, I'm a provider. Eh. Say what you think, but you don't know my story. Nothing good in this life come easy. Eh. Whenever I pass, bad people talking. Whenever I move, oh, bad people vex. Whenever I pass, bad people talking. Whenever I move, oh, bad people vex. I say, man, no be God. Anything you do, no say God, he watch it. I say, man, no be God. Anything you do, no say God, he watch it. Yes, 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 let me hear you sing it. Yes, yes, again, yes, yes, Baba got the waste, no be money waste. Sometimes he go good, sometimes he go bad. Make you think I'm easy, I'm on to the next. Whether rain fall or sun must shine. All power not to God. All power not to God. Whenever I pass, bad people talk. Whenever I move, bad people vex. Whenever I pass, bad people talk. Whenever I move, bad people vex. I say, man, no be God. Anything you do, no say God, he watch it. I say, man, no be God. Anything you do, no say God, he watch it. Make you hear. Yes, 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 yes.
Petit Champion on Hello Cameroon. You have wonderful inspiration, and
Yes.
you know the lyrics just flow. What are your plans for this year? Any new releases? You did say you have a fresh song on the market.
Yeah, this one just came out. Man No Be God.
Okay.
Man No Be God. I think Man No Be God inspired me because of what I've been through my career. Because sometimes you meet people who think they can do this or that, and who will tell you that they can just press stop and your career will come to an end. But to me, I don't think as such. To me,
Man
I
is
think
not God.
Man
God
is not
does
God,
it.
and I think God does everything to me. So I always count on God in whatever I do.
Okay. Tell me about your plans, though. Are you
Yeah.
planning to move more towards accountancy or more towards music?
I think more towards music.
Okay.
I think more towards music, but I think I'll continue with accountancy since it was a professional course that I was doing. So, like to establish something for myself, businesses for myself. I can help others because the knowledge also can help me to push others and employ others ahead. But I think my passion is music, my career is music, and as long as I do music and it makes people happy and it makes me happy, I think I'll continue with music.
Okay. Wish you a lot of success, though. Anything coming up in 2017 you want
Yeah,
to
I
share
think
with us?
we have a project already in 2017. I have another song that's already ready, that's Ensemble. It's already ready. So I think I have a project with my team. The project's already in place. All the songs are ready. I think this is the first song, the video released this year, Man No Be God. I think we have 4 songs already ready for this year. So my fans should just be ready because I have a lot to give to them and with good messages.
Thank you very much, Petit Champion. Wish you a lot of success for 2017 and going forward.
Yes.
We hope that you continue singing well and that you tell us how you're doing because we want to keep track of the beautiful things you put out there.
It's always a pleasure.
As I said earlier, you're not alone in the studio. We also have General Say, who is here, and he has a new song too. But maybe let's discover him. Good morning.
Good morning.
I saw you dancing to Petit Champion and encouraging him. That's very good.
Yeah, you know.
You enjoy the song?
I enjoy the song. When something is good, you have to appreciate.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So tell me about your style of singing, though. Do you do the same kind of music, contemporary hip hop or pop?
And I can say I do Cameroon music.
You do Cameroon music?
I do Cameroon music.
Sounds like Makossa.
Makossa, folklore. You see, so my album is in this mix.
Okay.
Mix album.
General Say King Gala. Tell me, how long have you been singing and how is the career moving? Would you say it's smiling or it's...
Yes. I've been in this music field for about 22 years.
Okay.
About 22 years. Because I started this, the whole show started when, from childhood, when I go around Bamenda, Northwest, crisscrossing the Bamenda population with Zyko music.
Okay.
Yeah, so why not also, at that time I also trained a group, form and train a group in the name of Group Kingala with Zyko music. So going around interpreting some other people's songs in 2014, I decided to stop dancing some other tune
and come up with your
come
own.
Up with my own.
There's we actually have a video of one of your songs that we'd
yeah.
like to share so that people have an idea of the new things that you're putting out there. Please let's have a look at some of the images that Kingala has.
L'amour, ne se voit pas par les yeux, mais par l'âme. C'est un symbole de sentimental. Ah oui, Mama Nangai, Motema Nangai. Ah, DJ Banyas, Nami Dangenge. BBI Production. S'il te plaît, mon bébé, reviens-moi. S'il te plaît, mon bébé, reviens-moi. Tu m'avais promis de m'aimer, maintenant que l'argent est volé, tu veux me barrer. S'il te plaît, baby, reviens chez moi. Come back, baby. Agodayo. Mes parents spirituels sont témoins. Mon madame Cheng Emmanuel, c'est la chef pour Etienne. Délégué à Saint-Éric et monsieur J. Christopher. S'il te plaît, mon bébé, reviens-moi. S'il te plaît, mon bébé, reviens-moi. Ah oui, bébé, je t'avais dit de m'aimer, mais ne m'aime pas pour ce que je suis. Quand tu m'as connu, j'avais tout l'argent de moi. Maintenant que mon idongo, tu veux me barrer. You go come back, baby. Baby, you go come back. Master Ivor, Alain Dexter, Gwendolyn Lisa Blessing, Jean-Bec Jean Dembois. Écoutez ça, mes frères. My baby, you be promising that for better, for worse. Not only why, you don't stand me for Carrefour. Why you do me so, chérie, pardon mon bébé, s'il te plaît, reviens-moi. Tu m'avais promis que je serais riche. Et ma mère avait consumé. Maman, Stacy Wenga, Persona, oh Zambé.
General Say King Gala with one of his latest releases on the market. Now tell me, what is the story behind this song? It's I heard what you were saying though, but how did you come to put out this song?
Yeah.
Is it a true story like Petit Champion said in his own?
You know, everything goes like this. It's a message. My message, first of all, goes to all those who are married already. If you, both men and women. So if you are inside there already, respect your marital home.
Okay.
Yes. Rather than looking out there, because there is nothing outside there.
Nothing new.
Yes, there is nothing out there. So if you are inside, just stay. But if you are not ready, don't go in.
I see your finger glittering. He has he has that thing, you know, that locks you up completely. So don't worry. He knows what he's talking about.
Yeah.
But tell me, what are your plans for 2017?
Yes, my plans for 2017 is to promote this album, to push the album for that, and because of the little, I can say strike, I don't know. Yes, I don't know how to put it, but I have a launching in Bamenda, Douala, Boya, and Limbe.
Okay.
Yeah.
We wish you a lot of success.
Oh, thank you very much.
And is there anything you want to tell your fans as you prepare for the launching?
Yeah, just to let them understand that Reviens-moi is an album of 6 tracks.
Okay.
So they can grab their own copy.
All right,
They
thank
can
you
grab
so
their
much.
copy.
I already have a copy, so
Yeah.
please grab your own copy and watch the song and enjoy Reviens-moi. Thank you very much, General C. Kingala.
Thank you so
Please
much.
continue inspiring and go do beautiful things.
Thanks very much.
And Happy New Year. I still like to say Happy New Year.
Ah,
even if
same to you.
It's the 1st of February. And keep telling us how you're doing. We like to keep tab of people who matter to us.
Okay.
Right.
God bless you.
Now, let me read some more of your messages concerning what we're saying about the Lions before we move on to something else. This is coming from Akom Jacob in Bamenda. He says the aspect of luck can't be dismissed when football is concerned. Those who are giving scores in favor of Cameroon are only being patriotic. But for Ondoa, our team isn't in its best form. Senegal played, but Cameroon was lucky. Yesterday, Burkina Faso played, but Egypt was lucky. Thank you. We like that. All right. Well, let's hope that we will not only play today, but we'll be lucky today. Good morning, madam, and thank you for believing in us. We will greatly surprise you positively. This video is Okame. This is somebody who is promising us a freestyle video. That's a promise to you and I. We're actively waiting for that Okame video. Now, let's talk about what's coming up on CRTV. Let's talk about news on the web first before we discover the new things that were coming up on the CRTV. Please just watch.
Cameroon's presence in the last 4 African Cup of Nations against all odds owes much to the exceptional performance of the 21-year-old goalkeeper Fabrice Ondoa, who plays for Spanish club Sevilla Atlético on loan from Gimnastic de Tarragona. Fabrice Ondoa has won hearts of every Cameroonian and is now the hottest goalkeeper of AFCON Gabon 2017. Newest guy on the music scene, TZ Panchaco, said we should stay with him in his first single.
I love this bit, it's crazy.
Panchaco, when you weather, call me, I go come more little. On the sun, when you weather, call me, I go run more little. Anything for you, all I see is you. See them lock out say our love no go stay. Baby, now them go fail. Cause baby, you don't know. Say you did my mind. I guess you never know. They are deep I play for you. See, baby, you don't know. Say I truly love you. I'm not teasing you. I could follow you. But baby, stay with me.
And right now, he just dropped a new video like that, simply telling us there is no need to change the way we are and we should learn to support and love ourselves like that.
No need to change, no need to bleach, no need to shame. Mon bébé, tu es très belle comme ça. I like you like that, oh. I love you like that, oh. Yeah, when there's fire.
Cameroon is one of the highest cocoa producing countries in Africa, and Telka Cocoa Limited is a leader in cocoa exports in Cameroon, and the lady on the helm of this company is none other than Kate Potso. The Iron Lady in the cocoa sector in Cameroon has emerged as the country's richest woman according to Africa's edition of Forbes magazine. After 130 years, Imelme Omarna, a PhD student from Nigeria, class of Harvard Law School 18, has become the first black woman elected president of Harvard's Law Review. Her appointment echoes that of Barack Obama, who became the first black man elected as president of the Harvard Law Review in 1990 and later first black president in the history of the United States of America. Stay tuned to more news from the web.
Thank you very much, Ruth Angel. And please stay tuned to CRTV either on the internet on Facebook or on our website, and also here on your TV screen to get updates of what's happening in and around the world. Now, what's coming up on the CRTV? Elinor Bisong is right here to give us an aperçu. Hello, ma'am.
Good morning,
How are you?
Pochi. I'm good, thank you.
So tell me, what's coming up on the CRTV?
Well, everybody's talking about it already. Everybody knows that today Cameroon is playing the semi-final match against Ghana, the Black Stars of Ghana. But what we don't know is that both teams they're going to have a very tight duel this evening at 8 p.m. Why? Because both of these teams are winners, 4 times winners of the AFCON of this match. So they are going to be fighting, both of them, to see who becomes the fifth time winner of this match and who meets up with Egypt at the final stage. Then tomorrow morning, Friday at 9 a.m., there'll be a homage paying ceremony to the fallen soldiers of the Marwa plane crash last week. This will be from 9 a.m. to about midday. After which, on Saturday, of course, we're going to have one weekend in the morning with Myra and Solange preparing a beautiful surprise for you. It is the weekend. You want to relax with them. You want to know everything that you can do, the places you can go to during the weekend. This is at 7 a.m. on Saturday morning, Myra and Solange. Then after that, we've got one of CRTV's heartthrobs, the newest on CRTV, Sacré Parent, is going to be talking about the first steps of a baby. Sacré Parent, you want to know, is a program that dishes out information about how to take care of your baby from the time it is conceived up to the time the baby is born and on and beyond. So you want to watch out for that program. Then on Sunday is what we want to call Le Grand Jour, the big day, the finals of AFCON 2017. On Sunday we have the finals at 8 p.m. in Libreville. We are hoping and praying that it's going to be Cameroon pitting on Egypt that Sunday evening. But while we are hoping and praying, all I'll tell you is stay tuned to the CRTV for these and more interesting programs. Have a lovely day.
Have a hello day. I would also say thank you very much, Elinor Bisong. And it's too early in the morning. I don't think you had breakfast, did you?
No, I didn't.
Did you mind some fruit?
Of course.
What would you like? We have sugar cane, we have oranges, we have watermelon.
I'm looking at that watermelon. It matches with my red dress.
If I were you, I'll take an orange. But of course, please feel free. I'll give you a slice of watermelon.
Thank
you.
you.
All right. And that's where we say bye-bye for today. And I will leave you with this. If you are given a chance and it's a chance to play, seize it and run, because that's the best chance always. Don't wait for it to be glowy, beautiful, or nice. Take it and run, and probably it will get beautiful on the road or on the way. That's how we saw Hello Cameroon today, and please join us next week on Tuesday for another edition. Till then, tomorrow, join Eric Christiania for Bonjour le Cameroun, and that'll be the day when Cameroon is marking Bilingualism Day. We'll be trying to wow you with our ability to jump from French to English and English back to French. For now, stay with the CRTV. Bye-bye.